Hey, this is Anthony, and this is Funk Shop TV. It is Thursday, if my days are correct for some reason, which sometimes they are, sometimes they aren't. They most often aren't. I make no promises whether they are today. I'm going to assume it's Thursday. Today, we're going to be talking about random stuff.
Random stuff.
It's been a day. I went and saw Venom today. That was real good. Everybody thought, like, if you go in without the expectations of it being a direct adaptation from the comics, it's really good. Not relevant, but I'm saying it.
What do you mean it's not relevant?
I don't know. Just not relevant to anything that's going on right now.
Everything's always relevant.
That's fair. And with me is Biggs.
I'm still working on shit.
Yeah, I know. I see that.
What up?
This guy?
This guy.
Yeah.
So you went and saw Venom this morning?
Yeah.
Or this morning? This afternoon? Whatever?
Yeah, at like 2.
All right.
Pretty good. Pretty good.
Now, I didn't catch. So I was staring at this, so I didn't catch what you were saying about.
So it's there have been a lot of, or people have said it's not good because it doesn't make sense, because Venom is a Spider-Man villain, and the reason Venom exists in the shape he does is because his first person he bonded to was Spider-Man.
Okay.
But if you don't look at it as a Spider-Man spin-off and look at it as its standalone film, it's really good.
As, like, Venom, its own movie?
Yeah, instead of being Spider-Man, because Spider-Man is not referenced in it at all.
He's not? Not at all?
None.
Wow.
0.
But Venom wouldn't even exist without the Spider-Man series.
But, so, Sony has the rights to Venom. Marvel and Sony are splitting the rights to Spider-Man. But Spider-Man can't cross over with Venom, so they can't talk about it. They did say Kryptonite, which was interesting.
That really bothers me, that movies do that. Like,
yeah, I don't know why they can't just all get along.
They're robbing the integrity of the comic book world.
I don't know. The movie was really good. It made a lot of sense as a standalone movie if you don't think about it with the comics.
Okay.
Which I do. I enjoyed it. Honestly, I enjoyed the movie.
Nice. I'm going to have to see it, but like almost every movie, I think I'll wait until it comes out on cable.
Yeah. Cinematopia
I pay enough
feels
for Comcast,
so good.
and I
Cinematopia feels so good.
Oh, it does. It does. I've not saying I haven't been to movies.
Cinetopia, sponsor us.
When you pay $260 a month for cable and you have a 73-inch TV, you might as well just wait.
Fair. That's basically like sitting in a theater. But you have to just wait another
Without having to worry about people
6
spreading their
months.
diseases and SARS and shit.
Yeah.
I'm not a big fan of SARS. So
Yeah, no. I understand.
my week has been really chill so far, I think. I really haven't done much.
Yeah, me either.
Hold on. Nope. Can't think of anything. I am in Hillsboro Friday.
Oh, doing what?
Playing with a Hawaiian band.
Oh, yeah, you told me about that.
Yeah. So I'm looking forward to that.
I'm going to go see Guar next week.
Oh, really?
Guar. Guar is my favorite.
That's the only thing that I can think of when I hear that.
They're great.
Guar.
Their shows are all great
You're
because
so white.
I know.
That's bizarre.
It's great, but their shows, you don't go for the music, you go for the show. The last time I went, I had make sure the air quotes, semen and blood all over me.
Yuck.
Semen and blood. I don't know what that really was, but you go for the experience.
So that's part of going to a Guar show. You get covered in semen and blood.
Theoretical semen and blood. Yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well,
I don't know if they're allowed to do that anymore, but they definitely used to be.
I know what I won't be doing anytime soon. Even if it is
It's
fake.
probably paint and red food
The
coloring.
fact that you said
but-
probably.
I don't know for
bothers
sure.
me.
I don't know.
It's
The last time I went, I was like
probably
18.
paint.
So
It might not be.
I haven't gone like 6 years.
That's just so weird to me.
I mean, it's no weirder than getting stabbed in a mosh pit at Slayer.
You going to Guar or Slayer is just weird to me. Like, you just don't seem like the type.
Don't
And
I?
it really doesn't have anything to do with
Do
race.
I have a type, though? Are any of the things that
No.
you've come across in my life, do I seem like any of those things?
Well, you know...
Do I seem like the kind of person who
it's a
hates
good
fried
thing you
chicken?
said that. I want to look up something just to verify it.
Are we talking about Kanye West?
Not yet, but we are going to talk about...
Because he's
Kanye
black, but he's not really black.
Yesterday was World Mental Health Day. So I was going to say, yeah, you don't seem normal. Like, sometimes you do seem like mentally you're a little cuckoo. So your day was yesterday.
Oh.
Today is coming out of the closet day, I think.
Nah, it's not my day. Wait, did we find... You need to message Finley.
Yes, today is officially coming out day.
Message Finley.
I'm coming out. I want the world to know. Have any of your friends come out today?
I have friends.
Well, have anybody of your acquaintances that are friends on your Facebook come out today?
Not to my knowledge.
Oh.
I don't know. I've been on Facebook much today. After that whole thing yesterday, I've just been pretty much lying low.
Oh,
really
okay. I was
going
to say what whole thing yesterday, but I know what you're talking about. We can't talk about it here.
Mm-hmm.
I know what you're talking about.
Mm-hmm.
That bullshit.
Yep.
Fucking pompous, arrogant assholes. I think I know who wants to know who got kicked out of the group for whatever reason.
Yeah? Did something happen?
NS?
Wait, who? What?
Initials NS?
That's who I got a message from.
Oh, somebody else said, why did Larry get kicked out of the group? And I just said, he knows why. I'm going to leave it at that. People need to mind their own fucking business. Like, obviously, we let
I do
a
wanna know
lot
why,
of
though.
shit. I'll tell you later.
Okay.
We let a lot of shit go. Like, we let so much shit slide. For those of you that are watching and don't know what I'm talking about, I started a singles group on Facebook a couple years ago. And the whole
87
intent,
million years ago
yeah, something like that.
in the Stone Ages.
The whole intent was to bring people together and help encourage the fact that you don't need somebody to complete you. Like, be complete on your own. Be confident with who you are before you try to pair up with somebody else. Otherwise, it's just not going to work out.
Nah, dude, it's a dating site now.
It's kind of a dating site. I think the vast majority of people, they want to look for a date, but everybody else is kind of just sits around just to see what everybody else is saying. It's a banter site.
Yep. It's pretty funny, though.
It is hilarious.
Watching a lot of that. Getting attacked is my favorite thing in the world, especially when I'm just sitting there. It's amazing. I love it.
I know you love it.
I love it. Especially because, like, I wasn't even being aggressive the entire time until he called me a name.
Yeah?
Yeah. He called me that one N-word that I don't like very much.
Yeah, I know.
And I was like,
I saw it.
I'm not dealing with this. It's like, bye, dude.
I saw it. But it ended with an A, not an ER.
That's fine. That's, I mean,
it was the Kanye West acceptable version.
Speaking of Kanye West, segue.
Oh, we're going to get right into it? We can get right into it.
Yeah, let's do it.
Why not? So,
We have 9 viewers.
Kanye West this morning, I show 5, so
I have 9 on my phone.
that's fucking cool. Hi, 9 viewers.
Hi, 9 viewers. If
Thanks
you're here,
for-
you should say something.
Thanks for tuning in. Drop us a line in chat and say hello. You know what I didn't do yet?
A lot of stuff.
Background music.
That's true.
Bum 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 bum. Where'd it go?
Just search. for
Son
it,
of a
probably.
gun. No. I miss the old Windows. There it is.
I don't. Not at all.
Oh, that. You know what? Probably because I was on computers much longer
I don't even
before you.
like. Even if you say that, I don't think that's true because the personal computer didn't become really a thing until like '95 era,
Uh-huh.
and I've been on the computer since then.
I'll show you an advertisement for the computer that my mom got that was gifted her by the law firm that she was working for, or they helped her acquire it. What up, Doc? Doc's here.
Hey, I know you.
I
Sort
found
of.
an advertisement for this computer. It was like this big, and it was all one unit. So like it had
So
the
the
big
screen and
it was
then
like
the,
this
so it was
big,
like one of
this
those Mac
wide.
computers.
It was a monster.
A giant Mac,
Like it was
okay.
on a steel base that was made just for it. That had little rollers, casters on the bottom. And I found an advertisement when it came out. They were selling for like $5,000, and that was back in what, late '80s, early '90s.
So like 10 grand now.
Well, no, now it's garbage. Now it
No.
ain't worth
I'm
shit.
saying that with inflation, that'd be like 10 grand.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And now though, getting a 10 grand computer is like
I think we sold it at a
80
garage.
billion times stronger than that.
Oh yeah, yeah. I think we sold it at a garage sale. My parents moved out of the old house for like $30, and this dude was so excited to take it and see even get it to boot up. He was so excited. I'm like, man, you have
Good
way too
luck,
much
dude.
free time. Way too much free time.
So, I feel like we did talk about the Seahawks game already, but I can't remember.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, we did.
We were here Sunday night.
That's right.
I mean, we can talk about it again if you want. But
I'm just thinking about what that means for, like, that game specifically means for us. Because I think it's a good sign, honestly. Because, like, that's probably the best team in the league, and we stood toe-to-toe.
yeah, I agree.
I've just been stuck on that pretty much all day. All week.
Why did I bring up the volume on the music player if we're just we're going straight into
I don't know, so I went Kanye
the
West.
business. The business.
The business.
The business.
The business.
So
Wait, hold on. Oh, that's over here. Hey, other me. Oh, I'm in 2 places at once. Look at that. Woo!
how about that? Multiple camera angles. We're fancy.
Hold on. I am now 2.
Well, kinda. Because your right arm is now like it's almost pretty evenly split, actually. Almost.
Cool. Oh, wait, hold on. Let's... There.
I mean, whoa, careful! Don't shake the table,
I
bud.
didn't realize the Oh, why did the TV shake?
Oh, the table's against the.
Oh, I see.
Got it. Yeah, we're gonna have to get a more solid stand for
That was pretty
our
spooky.
monitor
I was like,
TV.
oh, is that gonna fall? I gotta run over there.
Yeah, that was kind of scary. So, you haven't. I hope this is the right one.
Completely waterproof and now 20% off at LL Bean. So is our 5
So you haven't seen this one yet from this morning?
Down
No.
jackets,
All right.
and all
No, I've
kinds
not
of
been
jeans.
online all day.
Now at
Oh.
LL Bean, get 20% off footwear, outerwear,
It
and
won't turn
clothing.
up any louder.
And really the reason why they imprisoned him is because he started doing positive for the community. He started showing that he actually had power, that he wasn't just one of a monolithic voice, but he could wrap people around. So there's theories that there's infinite amounts of universe and there's alternate universe. So it's very important for me to get Hoover out because in an alternate universe, I am him. And I have to go and get him free because he was doing positive inside of Chicago, just like how I'm moving back to Chicago. And it's not just about getting on stage and being an entertainer and having a monolithic voice that's forced to be a specific party.
Wait a minute. Time out.
Democrat. I have.
Is that dude sitting next to him the dude from that? No, that guy can't still be alive.
It's not him. I promise. He died like 6 years ago.
That's what I thought. But
Fresh
look at
Prince.
him.
It does look like the guy from, or the dad from Fresh Prince.
No.
Is that who you're talking about?
No.
No?
Um.
I also can't see it very well. Hold on.
Oh, what was that show? It was way back in down.
It looks like the dad from Fresh Prince. That's who it looks like.
Fuck, what show is that? Red Fox. Doc got it. Tell me that doesn't look like Red Fox. Hold on, real quick. I'm going to find a picture of Red Fox, just because.
Red Gox is what came up when I typed in Red Fox for some reason.
Sanford and Son.
Sanford.
John Elroy
Oh,
Sanford, better known by his
crazy
screen
dude
name,
who's
Red
totally
Fox.
dead?
Huh?
The dude who's totally dead?
Red Fox is dead?
He has to be.
Well, yeah, that's what I think too, but...
Yeah, I think he died in 91. Yeah.
Okay.
He died
Well, you can't tell me that guy
25
doesn't
years
look
ago.
like him. I mean...
27 years ago.
All right.
He died before I was born.
Oh, this is probably one of... Oh, yeah, I was going to say maybe it's one of Farrakhan's guys, but I doubt Nation of Islam is backing up Kanye West right now. All right, we'll get into this. Sorry.
I've had conversations that basically said that welfare is the reason why a lot of black people end up being Democrat. They say, first of all, it's a limit to amount of jobs. So the fathers lose the jobs and they say, we'll give you more money for having more kids in your home. And then we got rid of the mental health institutes in the 80s and the 90s, and the prison rates just shot up. And now you have Chirac, what people call Chirac, which is actually our murder rate is going down by 20% every year. I just talked to the superintendent, met with Michael Sachs, that's Rom's
What is this
right-hand
dude
man.
talking about?
So I think it's the bravery that helps you beat this game called life. They tried to scare me to not wear this hat. My own friends, but this hat, it gives me power in a way. My dad and my mom separated, so I didn't have a lot of male energy in my home. And also, I'm married to a family that,
I'm not going to say that.
No, because you said he didn't have a lot of male energy.
Yeah.
He didn't have his own male
But there's
energy.
times where,
He has no
it's
male
something about, I love Hillary, I love everyone, right? But the
He loves
campaign,
Hillary and he loves everyone.
I don't want to keep pausing this, but every once in a while we have to talk about it because we can't avoid it. What do you think? Like, Trump was just in the background chuckling. If you could imagine what's going through Trump's mind right now as a black man.
Why did I do this?
I want. What do you think he is thinking right now?
What the fuck was I thinking bringing this idiot in here?
Okay.
Fucking
with her
insane.
Okay,
just
let's
didn't
get back
make
into
me feel as a guy that didn't get to see my dad all the time, like a guy that could play catch with his son. It was something about when I put this hat on, it made me feel like Superman. You made a Superman. That's my favorite superhero. And you made a Superman cape.
Hi,
But me
Warren.
also as a guy that looks up to you, looks up to Ralph Lauren, looks up to American industry guys. Non-political, no put the beep on it, however you want to do it, 5 seconds delay, and just goes in and gets it done. Right now, you gave me the heart to go to Adidas, because at Adidas, when I went in 2015, we were a $14 billion company, losing $2 billion a year. Now we have a $38 billion market cap.
He says we as if like he's a.
Okay.
He is
And I
Adidas.
went to Casper.
He
We had a
is
meeting in
Adidas.
Chicago. And I
Right.
said, you have to bring manufacturing onshore, not even shore, into the core. It's not about the borders, the core of Adidas. And Chicago is the core of Middle America. We have to make Middle America strong. So I had to, because I had enough to put on this hat. I mean, this Adidas thing made me a billionaire. And I could have lost $200 million walking away from that deal. But even with that, I knew it.
What is going on?
Just out of curiosity, how much money did Adidas make Kanye West?
Hey, Warren, you should walk over here.
Well,
Please put on pants. Hi, Dan.
what up, Dan? Currently, I'm trying to find how much money Adidas made for Kanye West.
Look up like Adidas Kanye endorsement deal.
Oh, I just Google search how much money did Adidas make Kanye West. That should give us a pretty good idea.
Theory. Hey Dan, how do you feel about Kanye West? I have a legitimate concern about his sanity and, by proxy, Trump's sanity at this point.
Adidas reported sales of 4.8 billion euros, $5.8 billion for fiscal year 2017, although it's unclear how much of that came from the sales of the Yeezy sneaker. The Adidas collaborator, this is all
I hate you, Warren.
Kanye West's. Okay, anyways, we'll get back to it.
It was
He has
more
very
important
powerful
for me to take the chance of walking away from that deal than to have no fathers in Chicago with no homes. And when we do have prison reprobation, because it's habilitation, not rehabilitation, because we didn't have the abilities in the first place. We never had anyone that taught us, who didn't teach us. Exactly, we had no one that taught us, right? So it's more important than any specific deal, anything that we bring jobs into America and that we provide a transition with mental health and the American education curriculum that Jim has worked on. Larry Hoover also has a curriculum that he's worked on. We have Montessori curriculums that we worked on. WeWorks has a beautiful curriculum. The Waldorf establishment has a curriculum. We have meditation. There's a lot of things affecting our mental health that makes us do crazy things, that puts us back into that trap door called the 13th Amendment. I did say abolish with the hat on, because why would you keep something around that's a trap door? If you build in a floor, the Constitution is the base of our industry, right? Of our country, of our company. Would you build a trap door that if you mess up and you accidentally something happens, you fall and you end up next to the Unabomber? You got to remove all that trap door out of the relationship. The four gentlemen that wrote the 13th Amendment. And I think the way the universe works, it's perfect. We don't have 13 floors, do we? You know, so the four gentlemen that wrote the 13th Amendment didn't look like the people they were amending. Also, at that point, it
Didn't
was
look like they were
People he was amending, yes.
I
So
want to hear that. Hold on.
The way the universe works,
Pause it when you go back,
we don't have
but
13 floors, do we?
pause for just
You know,
a sec.
so the four gentlemen that wrote the 13th Amendment didn't look like the people they were amending. Also,
We don't have 13 floors, do we?
I'm so confused right now.
Is there a 13th floor in any building in America?
Some of them.
Very, very few. And
Yeah,
why?
it's a superstition.
It's a superstition. So is he going
There's
to equate the
there's
fact
several
we
in
don't put
Seattle.
13 floors in buildings, so why don't we abolish the 13th Amendment?
No, it's important. He has a good point.
But-
It's unlucky. That
But they don't
amendment
look
is
like the people
unlucky.
that it was amending.
That argument is foolproof.
Yeah, Dan, exactly. It reminds me of a lot of his songs. Words just coming out, but you can't put them together. Like the puzzle.
Every building technically has a 13th floor. They just don't have it marked.
Right,
It's either storage or they just skip it and make the 14th 13.
right. Correct. On an elevator keypad in a building that has more than 13 floors, you will very rarely see a number 13.
Warren, you should come over here and talk about your Amazon views.
All right, let's get back into this.
so at that point, it was illegal for blacks to read or African Americans to read. And so that meant if you actually read the amendment, you get locked up and turned to a slave. Again, so what I think is we don't need sentences, we need pardons. We need to talk to people. I was diagnosed with bipolar disorder. I was connected with a neuropsychologist that works with the athletes in the NBA and the NFL. And he looked at my brain. It's equal on 3 parts. I'm going to go ahead, drop some bombs for you. 98 percentile IQ test. I had a 75 percentile of all human beings, but it was counting 8 numbers backwards after it was repeated. So I'm going to work on that one. The other one's 98%. Freud.
Hold on. I want to hear that again.
NFL. And he looked at my brain. It's equal on 3 parts.
Do the math.
I'm going to go ahead,
It's
drop
equal.
some bombs for you. 98 percentile IQ test. I had a 75 percentile of all human beings, but it was counting 8 numbers backwards after it was repeated. So I'm going to work on that one. The other one's
What
98%.
was there to do? None of that made
Tesla.
sense at all.
Freud. You know, so he said that I actually wasn't bipolar. I had sleep deprivation, which could cause dementia 10 to 20 years from now, where I wouldn't even remember my son's name. So all this power that I got, and I'm taking my son to the Sox game and all that, I wouldn't be able to remember his name from a misdiagnosis. And what we need is, we can empower the pharmaceuticals and make more money. That's one thing. I've never stepped into a situation where
Hold on. We can empower the pharmaceuticals and make more money. Do you hear this, America?
He's literally insane.
We can power the pharmaceuticals and make more money.
I'm so done with today.
All right.
Baby shark.
Baby shark.
He doesn't even look like he's paying attention. He just looks like he's sitting there just staring into space.
more money. So we can empower pharmaceuticals, we can empower our industries, we can empower
he's
our
bopping his head
factories.
like he's
we
listening
can
to
bring
music.
not only Adidas on shore, we could bring Foxconn to set up a factory in, I think, Minnesota, 53,000.
Wisconsin, yeah, Wisconsin.
Yeah, in Wisconsin. They have 4,000 jobs, people making $53,000 a year. And one of the things we got to set is Ford to have the highest design, the dopest cars, the most amazing. I don't really say dope, I don't say negative words and try to flip them. We just say positive, lovely, divine, universal words. So the flyest, freshest, most amazing car. And what we want to start with is, I brought a gift with me right here. This right here is the iPlane 1. It's a hydrogen-powered airplane, and this is what our president should be flying in. Look at this shirt.
You know, I gotta pause it to find it. iPlane 1?
Yeah.
Okay. Earlier today, Kanye West made headlines in a meeting with Donald Trump revealing a concept for an Apple-made hydrogen-powered iPlane 1. The rapper wanted to replace Air Force One along with his phone password. The only problem is the iPlane 1 is neither a secret Apple product nor an original Kanye idea. Instead, it's a concept piece that was part of industrial designer Shabtai Hirschberg's 2012 master's thesis project, Imagining the Future of Air Travel in 2030. All right. How much water do you think a hydrogen-powered airplane would have to use or carry?
Hydrogen?
That's what the iPlane 1 is.
Hydrogen and water
Hydropower.
are
Hydropower.
hydrogen and water aren't the same thing.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
there's two hydrogens, one oxygen and water.
Yes. I get it.
I don't know. Yeah, he's right. You probably wouldn't fill it with water.
Yeah. I get it.
We'll get rid of Air Force One. Can we get rid of Air Force One? No, you don't like that.
I was thinking
We're
hydro
gonna
power.
have Apple,
I gotcha.
an American company, work on this plane with. But you know what I don't like about
so
it?
They even
done.
zoom in on Trump's face.
He's just so done.
Even CNN zooms in on his face.
If he don't look good, we don't.
Wait,
look
was
good.
this a conference or was this just Kanye talking?
This was a meeting, a scheduled meeting.
Is this a
morning.
meeting or is this just Conway talking? Conway.
Right. Well, wait.
Basically Conway.
Listen?
He's like Conway Twitty. Nobody
Listen to
wants
this
to listen
reference.
This is our president. He has to be the freshest, the flyest planes, the best factories, and we have to make our core be empowered. We have to bring jobs into America because our best export is entertainment and ideas. But when we make everything in China and not in America, then we're cheating on our country. And we're putting people in positions to have to do illegal things to end up in the cheapest factory ever, the prison system.
The prison system.
I'll tell you what, that was pretty impressive. You know, I hate to say this, Jim. Do you want to say something? What do you do after that?
you don't mind if I...
You are, please, Jim, please. Right. Great, right? Isn't that a great statement?
Great
It's so
statement.
true. As a country.
So Trump,
So true.
was he following that
I've
entire
never seen Jim
rambling
Brown
garbage?
impressed before.
I'm confused now.
Probably. You know
It's
why?
true, that statement.
Because they're both on the same level of insanity?
Well, anybody that strokes this man's ego, he pays attention to. He is completely all for giving somebody center stage as long as they're stroking him off.
God, Emperor Trump. Emperor Trump
The
for life.
Come over is getting rough. I agree. Hoya said that our prison system is very broken. Absolutely. I will not disagree with that. Our prison system should not be privatized. We have billionaires that are getting richer because people are being incarcerated. And who's the easiest people to throw in jail? The black man.
And the mentally insane. They're actually very difficult to throw in jail, but they're very easy to lock away.
I read some statistics yesterday. I don't know how accurate they are. I want to look them up, but something like 11% of Washington state population is black.
That seems high.
And out of maybe it's 14%.
That seems higher than high.
Um,
I went to a school and there were 2 black kids. So
well, you're also privileged. You have white privilege in you.
damn it, don't tell them.
But out of that percentage, 10.9 was incarcerated.
So 10.9 of the
1/10
11 or 14%.
1/10 of our entire black population is incarcerated.
That makes sense. So that's like,
It's easy to lock up Negroes in Washington, isn't it?
or anywhere.
I want to tell you, it's great to have you guys with us. And we're going to go in, we're going to have some.
This guy works at our local 7-Eleven.
Oh, word!
Us, and we have to.
I know you.
Oh, there's more. Wait, more. Wait, there's more.
We really get caught up in the idea of racism over the idea of industry. We say if people don't have land, they settle for brands. We want
What?
Polo Sport and Obama again. We want a brand more than we want land
Weren't
because
you
we haven't
supporting
known
Obama,
how it
Conway?
feels.
Wait, what did he
to
just-
act-
No, he
we
wasn't.
want,
I thought he was.
Polo Sport and Obama again. We want a brand more than we want land because we haven't known how it feels to actually have our own land and have ownership of our own blocks. So when you don't have ownership, then it's all about how something looks. It's about the patina, it's not about the soil, it's not about the core. So we focus more on, is somebody wearing something, is someone disrespecting, so I gotta
How many
shoot
pictures of
them, or
Kanye
the
West do these
idea
photographers
of
need?
someone being racist. You know,
Especially
we
'cause
talk
he's not
about
doing anything.
Maybe they're just putting the cameras in front of their
police,
faces to hide the fact they're
murders, which
laughing.
We definitely have to discuss, and we have to bring nobility to the police officers.
The guy holding
Because
the camera's
police
laughing.
officers are just like us.
He
But
can't
this
hold
is
it straight.
This whole hate building, right? And that's
sounds
a
like
major
what?
thing about racial tension. And we also, as black people, we have to take a responsibility for what we're doing. We kill each other more than police officers. And that's not saying that the police officer is not an issue because they are in a position of power. But sometimes they're in placement of law enforcement. They need to be law power. It's force versus power. When you shouldn't have to force people to do that. So a lot of times a police officer is sitting there,
What?
they're being forced to do this and
Hold
forced
on,
to do
can
that
we pause
block,
this?
and then they force somebody
Yeah.
into something and force something.
What? All right, I need all of you, everybody in the chat right now, to tell me what the heck that was.
Yes, please.
Yeah, because none of us know what's going on anymore. Like, I lost track. Can somebody explain what law force versus
A position
law
of
power?
But sometimes they're in placement of law enforcement. They need to be law power. It's force versus power. When you shouldn't have to force people to do that. So a lot of times a police officer is sitting there, they're being forced to do this and forced to do that block, and then
Shut
they
up.
force somebody into something and force something. We have to release the love throughout the entire country.
Where
and
is
give
the love?
opportunities. A lot of times, it's just the overall lack of reparations that we, at any given point, we say, oh, this is racist, this is racist, this is racist, this is racist. So we don't have the reparations, but we have the 13th Amendment. We got to open up the whole conversation. So, and that's a move, one of the moves that I love that liberals try to do. The liberal would try to
Force versus
control
power.
the black
That's gonna be our new
person through
thing.
the concept of racism.
The title of the
We know
next
that we are very
next
proud,
podcast is going to be
emotional
Force
people.
versus
So when I say I
Power.
like Trump to like someone that's liberal, they'll say, oh, but he's racist. You think racism can control me?
Illuminati for
Oh,
sure.
that don't stop me. That's an invisible wall.
Mr. West, what would you like?
Oh, your question.
Trump's like,
Yeah,
that's
one question. We
that's.
gotta go to another question.
He can't even pull
I
anything out of his ass to describe what he just said.
Simple sound bites. You are tasting a fine wine. It has multiple notes to it. You better play 4D chess with me
They're
like the
laughing at
Minority
you, not with
Report.
you, Conway.
Because it ain't that simple.
Conway.
It's complex.
Mr. West, what would you like?
He has an extremely powerful hat, though.
Chicago Sun-Times.
Warren has been right this
Hold
entire
on, I
time.
want to hear this question.
You better play 4D chess with me like it's Minority Report. Because it ain't that simple. It's complex.
Mr. West, what would you like? I'm from the Chicago Sun-Times, so I would like to know what you would like to ask President Trump to do for Chicago. We're here to talk about crime in Chicago.
The thing that
that's why he's here?
Head of the police and Mike Sachs met with me last night at the Soho House about was we feel that stop and frisk does not help the relationships in the city. And everyone that knew I was coming here said ask about stop and frisk. That's
Now you know
the
Trump
number one thing
initiated stop and
that
frisk. He
we
was
having
a
this
driving force
conversation
behind
about.
stop and frisk in New York.
Another thing is opening up industries, and we've got to get some tax breaks because we're making we got a speed factory in Atlanta, but the shoes are costing us $300, so it's costing us too much to make things. So we need some prototypes here so we can get people back working. So China can't just beat us, and Vietnam can't beat us. You got Levi's.
They're willing
the
to work
greatest
for pennies on
jeans
the
company
dollar.
in the world, making their jeans in Vietnam. So we're going to need to get a few breaks to be able to have some places in my hometown of Chicago and the 2.7 million to the 9 million surrounding suburbs where we can create some factories. Now, I think it would be cool for them to be Trump factories because he's a master of industry. He's a builder. And I think it would be cool to have Yeezy ideation centers.
I'm gonna extract the audio and I'm gonna chop the shit out of this and make a remix.
God.
We're gonna auto-tune it.
Like sometimes people say,
every time I hear his voice, I think it's auto-tuned.
You don't have ADD. School is boring. It was boring. It's not as exciting as this. We have to make it more exciting. We have to mix curriculums. You play basketball while you're doing math. You learn about music while you meditate in the morning. We have to instate mental health and art programs back into the city. So those are, and also Larry Hoover is in.
Okay, I'm gonna pause right there. Does anybody else want me to continue with this?
I feel like we're all having a good time here.
No, okay. I'm just wanted to get look. The viewers are the important.
All right, hold on.
We have 7 viewers right now.
Let's rephrase that. Who doesn't want us to continue?
Raise your hand if you think we should not continue this Kanye West interview. Just dump the whole thing into 404 and you have a whole post-apocalyptic 808. 808. Can you even find a 404 anymore?
I can't go anymore.
All right.
I'm literally dead. I'm dying.
Oh, okay.
I'm
SB
dying.
404.
Warren, come over here and talk about Amazon.
Well, so Michael Eric Dyson, I respect a whole lot. And I'm actually going to pick his book up. I want it for Christmas. If anybody wants to give me a Christmas present, pick me up a copy of this book right here, What Truth Sounds Like, Michael Eric Dyson. I have never met the man. He has never met me. He knows absolutely nothing about this podcast, so in no way, shape, or form is it affiliated. But I'm going to play what he had to say about Kanye West today.
Come on.
What truth sounds like. Michael, great to have you with us this evening.
Somebody will give me a Christmas present,
your views
asshole.
of those comments. How did you, sir, hear those comments?
Well, either he needs a rebate on the education he paid, the tuition he paid for his education at both Yale and Harvard, or this man is plainly lying. This is not even a dog whistle. This is a bullhorn. This is amplification to, magnitudes of, decibels that everybody can hear. It shatters the air. It shatters the ear. We know what he's doing here. He's playing to his racist base. He's trying to manipulate racial rhetoric in defense of his position that is ostensibly neutral. But at the end of the day, and the bottom line is, we know that he's playing to that deeply rooted bigotry that has resurged under Donald Trump, and that is something that will discourage voters from coming. Was doing when he was talking about a tall, handsome, dark identity that have been linked.
And clear here, which is we're better than this in Florida. I believe the congressman
with that Florida is going to reject that, because in your first answer you seem to suggest that they're not necessarily there's not necessarily punishment to pay when a candidate speaks like this way.
I found the wrong
Self
interview.
right there. Brilliant. Kudos to the future Governor Gillum. But look.
All right, I'm not. Obviously, I found the wrong interview. Damn it! Because he really rained on. No, that's.
That's from today.
The race to watch in Florida, Republican gubernatorial candidate Ron DeSantis is under fire
wondering if
for
they-
comments he made about his opponent, Mayor Andrew Gillum. DeSantis says that his comments had
MSNBC
nothing to do with race. Take a listen.
Fucked up and put up the
We have
wrong.
considerations of the earning a decent wage.
Right.
Those things are extremely important. And what
Your response to Kanye
we
West's defense of President Trump, saying that he also wants to be liked by black people, wants to be recognized and accepted for trying to do good things for black. Switch gears really quickly and get your thoughts as well on Kanye West, a cultural force of
There we
his
go.
own, if you will. He's
Sorry about that,
defending
guys.
President
I
Trump for some of the
apologize.
comments he's made in the past.
charger do you need?
Your response to
USB-C.
Kanye West's defense of President Trump, saying that he also wants to be liked by black people, wants to be recognized and accepted for trying to do good things for black people.
You know, like, Gillum, West is a friend of mine. I love him. He's a genius when it comes to music. He was early on in his career courageous and brave and going against the powers that be. But this sad capitulation to the force of bigotry that is Donald Trump, this orange apparition that appears out of nowhere
He
to
called
cloud
Trump
the
an
American
orange
horizon
apparition.
of consciousness and dignity. It's a shame that Kanye West can't simply say, if I earlier said that George Bush doesn't care for black people, when Jimmy Kimmel
Thank
asked
you.
him
I
what
work
makes
at your
you
local
believe
7-Eleven.
that Donald Trump cares for black people, he's silent. And then he comes back with this answer. He says Donald Trump wants to be liked by black people. Who doesn't? Even those who are bigots would like for their viewpoints to be accepted and tolerated by most people, including black people. This has nothing to do with the moral particularity or the substance ethically of Donald Trump's beliefs. And Kanye West is doing a two-step around the issue here. He refuses to address the fact that Donald Trump has been vicious, has been negligent, has been horrible when it comes to black people. And Kanye West is looking for a justification for his continued affiliation and
Michael
alliance
Eric
with a
Dyson is a
man
genius
who
to
has
me.
proven in no uncertain terms to be an enemy to not only the forces of democracy, but to African American people. I love you, Kanye West, but shame on you. Don't go to those extensive, to those extents to justify him. When I had a phone conversation with Kanye after he put my tweets on blast, so to speak, my text to him, and he talked to me, he says, look, I'm looking for people who are brave and courageous and who speak their mind. Well, we call upon you, Kanye West, to be informed before you speak. He apologized for making the statement about, slavery as a choice, but he's got to be better informed. If you're going to speak up and speak out, at least speak from experience and something that is insightful.
Amen.
I got a certain way I like to do things.
Good night, everyone.
And we call that church. Church. I mean, that's what the urban community calls that, church. I can't say we because you're not exactly that type, Anthony.
Thanks.
Why do you say it like that? I mean,
I'm real black. I'm black, I swear. I'm super.
read the fucking rules on the table.
I'm talking into my hand. Get over it. I'm still just like flabbergasted by this entire Kanye West thing. Like, how did that happen? I don't get it.
How did he end up in the White House just going on a rampage?
Yeah. That wasn't even a rampage. That was just like incoherent mumbling.
We'll call it a
Oh, that's his genre of music. Incoherent mumbling. All right, we're good.
Kawi rage.
Conway.
Kanye West.
A Conway rage.
A Kawi rage. Kawi.
Also, what's the easy?
Man, 7-Eleven guy, stay at 7-Eleven. That bullshit. You're the same guy that fucks up my taquitos, huh? That bullshit.
And burnt my pizza that one time. All the time.
Well, he burnt your pizza on purpose because he thought you were black.
That's fair.
Now that he knows that you're not, he won't be burning your
next time
pizza
you don't
anymore.
burn my pizza, bro. Wouldn't this be the funniest if this was Katie?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. stock market is tanking. S&P
Is that because of Kanye?
I doubt it. It has anything to do with Kanye West.
Yeah, I know. I saw all my stocks going down. I'm super not excited.
There's another video I want to play. This
Does this one involve Kanye too?
No, this one has no Kanye in it.
Thank God.
It is a little more entertaining.
With less Kanye.
Ready?
Anything with Kanye.
Are you ready?
Yes.
The Trump rally in Erie, Pennsylvania, it's overflowed. People can't even get in. And I asked some Trump supporters about #HimToo, which is really the all lives matter of the Me Too movement, where men are saying that they're being unfairly treated in this movement. Some Trump supporters had some strong words to say about that. There's this new movement called HimToo, which are men who are basically saying they've been wrongfully accused of sexual assault. It's a response to the Me Too movement. Right. What is your thought on that?
Absolutely. I have 4 sons and I have 5 brothers, so I want our men protected. There's no way that I don't want anybody accused without some evidence.
My opinion, if I went to a party and was...
Hold on, wait a minute. Let's analyze that a little bit. Just a tiny bit. What was that last thing she said?
Went to a party and was raped.
No, not you, Hag.
There's no way that I don't want anybody accused without some evidence. Our men protected. There's no way that I don't want anybody accused without some evidence. Our men protected. There's no way that I don't want anybody accused without some evidence.
My opinion?
There's no way I don't want anybody accused without some evidence.
Wait, go back to that.
Is that
That's not what she said. She didn't say don't.
Well, even
there's no way that I don't want anybody accused without some evidence.
Double negatives, okay.
Okay. So, well, aside from the double negative, there's no way I don't want anybody accused without some sort of evidence. So, how do you get evidence every single time there is an accusation of rape?
Investigations by taking it seriously.
Right. But even then, you have to come to some sort of objective point, or he always gets off free. So either way, they could all be at the same house party. Everybody, there could be 150 people that see him take her into this room, but without any witnesses that actually saw him rape her, you can't say. So by that, under that reasoning, that understanding, can't be charged because there's no solid evidence.
Yes. Now, this is the thing now. This is Trump's America.
Okay. That's what I was curious about.
My opinion,
Fahrenheit 11.9.
If I went to a party and was raped, I wouldn't go back 10 more times. If you think about it.
Okay.
I wouldn't go back 10 more times.
What?
If I went to a party and was raped, I wouldn't go back 10 more times.
If I went to a party and I was raped, I wouldn't go back 10 more times.
Did they ever say she went back to those parties afterwards?
I don't know, but if you go to a party and you're raped, shouldn't you tell somebody?
Probably.
I wouldn't go back 10 more times. All right. Fair enough.
If you think about it.
What do you mean by that?
The girl Ford went back to parties after what happened.
Oh, girl 4.
I don't think it happened.
Girl 4.
Too many men are in jail for false accusations. It should be Me Too for the man, Me Too for the woman.
It's just a total leftist thing. Total left. I mean, the women, half of them, I'm not saying all of them, but there's some of them that are paid. Other ones, I'm sure they've been abused. Really, you can't say no on that.
Oreo would go back 10 more times.
Most generally, it's just a thing that Democrats want to do and say. That's all about it. That's all it's about.
What the fuck is going on
I've said it for a long time. Women should button their blouse, cross their legs, and quit acting like they want something, and then they won't get it.
Oh wow! So you're saying it's more on the
So
women.
quit acting like you want rape.
Ridiculous.
Stop wearing skirts because it makes you... What the fuck did we just hear?
I think she's upset because nobody will rape her.
I want to hear that again.
She doesn't get any, so nobody can get any.
All right.
Oh wow! So you're saying it's
and quit acting like they
moms do.
I've said it for a long time. Women should button their blouse, cross their legs, and quit acting like they want something. I've said it for a long time. Women should button their blouse, cross their legs, and quit acting like they want something. And then they won't get it.
Oh, wow. So you're saying it's more on the women.
I think it's ridiculous.
In what specific examples are you thinking of when you make that statement?
Everybody's happy when they get the Oscar. And then whenever, I mean, I'm not saying he's not a scumbucket.
Harvey Weinstein?
Yeah, but they knew what they were doing. And now they're ruining everybody's life over it.
I mean, I'm all for it. If somebody really does get sexually assaulted,
did anybody even say anything about Harvey Weinstein?
Speak out about it. I don't believe in waiting years, but I mean...
Wait, did you just say I'd go back 10 more times?
Different emotions about it. I don't believe in waiting.
And now they're ruining everybody's life over it.
That was a while ago.
I mean, I'm all for it. If somebody really does get sexually assaulted, you should speak out about it. I don't believe in waiting years, but I mean, I get where, different emotions can take a big effect in that. But at the same time, I mean, there is certain rape kits, things like that help prove help prove your story if you do come out in the open very soon about it instead of waiting till years after. But, I mean, I do agree the women are kind of in a tough spot with everything, and I'm all for them,
Well, if you're talking about Kavanaugh, I think the whole thing was a hoax.
I'm talking about the movement in general, including the accusations against President Trump.
First of all, I never got into any of that anyway, because you don't know what's real, what's not, and I don't really care. And anything that guy did before he's president was his business. And that's the quickest way people get mad and take their revenge by threatening. Oh.
So if he would have lynched somebody or hung somebody based on the color of their skin, it don't matter because he's president now. Whatever happened before he was president, that was his business.
Mm-hmm. Oh my God, he raped me.
Mm-hmm.
I don't buy it.
Why did they wait so long? I mean, everybody's gonna. When a person climbs a ladder, people always try to knock you down. So, I mean, for a woman to go out and say that, they should have brought that up years ago. They shouldn't have brought it up.
We weren't living in a society where it was acceptable to come out years ago.
Feel too traumatized to come forward.
They're all they're doing is kidding themselves. They're not traumatized. 30 years ago, be real, okay? Let's be real.
So you're talking about Kavanaugh there?
Whoever. You don't wait 30 years and then say someone assaulted you. Just don't do it. And if anything, she should have did like Monica Lewinsky and saved the dress. She should have did like Monica Lewinsky and saved the dress. Whoever. You don't wait 30 years and then say something.
Look at the guy in the background. Oh, I'm going to zoom in on that.
Okay.
Look at that guy right there. That's a Budweiser shirt.
Yep. This is Trump's America. These are the trumpeters.
Okay. Someone assaulted you. Just don't do it. And if anything, she should have did like Monica Lewinsky and saved the dress.
If anything, she should have done like Monica Lewinsky.
The TYT Plus app is now available on iOS and
Android.
Android.
Save the dress, damn
Download
it.
to get more TYT.
Cotton Eye Joe. Save the dress. Save the dress.
I can't.
Oh. So when you're voting in a few weeks, remember...
Save the dress.
Vote.
Remember to save the dress after you vote.
Just
in case somebody accuses you of rape in 30 years.
Vote based on your conscience and who aligns with your own beliefs instead of voting for a party. Because if you're voting for a party and you decide to vote for that side, you are just as good as those people right there. A party that bands together to unite, to go rally for our Führer-in-Chief.
All hail God, King, Emperor Trump.
And this is...
Führer.
Trump is a frustration vote. These guys don't look frustrated to me. They look like they're dead set.
Super happy.
Oh, God damn it, if you were raped 15 years ago and you didn't tell nobody, then shut the fuck up.
It didn't happen.
It didn't happen.
You weren't raped.
If you don't have the semen in your pants to be able to prove that you were
After
raped,
30
it didn't
years.
happen.
If you didn't save those 30-year-old pants that you probably don't fit in anymore.
And if you weren't to wear that low-cut blouse, young lady, going to a party where you know the boys are going to be drinking, maybe they wouldn't have put their hands on you and tried to put their hand down your shirt.
You was asking for it.
You was asking for it. Ugh.
This does change things. It just makes everybody significantly worse than they already were.
It makes me want to go to a Trump rally and just slap the fuck out of people. If it was legal, I would.
I mean, just get in their faces and let them hit you first. You can take a hit. Can they? Do what the fucking Proud Boy shitbags do.
Who?
The shitbag Proud Boys.
I don't know what you're talking about. Who?
You know, those idiots who actually don't really exist because they're not very proud.
Proud Boys.
The sad boys.
It is global. It is very global. It is absolutely
Yes, thank you.
global.
Popular vote. Jesus.
Yes. And we talk about that almost every single episode.
Especially when people are like, Trump won, get over it. He didn't win. He didn't win. He won.
Nope.
Populist vote? I mean, same thing, right?
So yeah, that was really all I wanted to talk about today.
Yeah, that was entertaining. Fucking Kanye. Fucking Drumpf.
There's so many debates going on my Facebook wall today because under that video that I just posted, somebody said, I don't support sexual violence in any way, shape, or matter. I think any woman who has been assaulted should be redeemed. All that being said, I'm still going to vote red. The left is off their rockers. Didn't that video just kind of prove that the right is off their rockers as well? I'm not saying that the Democrats are.
You know what? I'll claim we can all be off our rockers, but you have to at least vote for the party that doesn't support rape.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. Duh. So my mom said that the right has recently proven to beyond a doubt that they are morally bankrupt. And the dude that posted that said, how is that? Let me count thy ways.
I was about to ask them, like, probably don't want people knowing where you live.
Yeah, probably not a good idea. Especially since we're talking about so much
Yeah,
politics.
yeah,
dude.
you'll get doxxed.
Yeah.
Or swatted. That'd be fun.
The first time I was watching Twitch, I was watching Sean as he was driving around in his ice cream truck. These trolls came in and started talking shit, so I started talking mad shit back. And they got mad, so they started pulling up his address and saying that they were calling the police and blah, blah, blah. Swat me. Bring it on. I'm really not worried about getting swatted here because the police will show up and they'll see my car in the driveway and they're like, oh, what is going on? So it's not like they're going to come in with a SWAT team and raid the house. That's not going to happen here, so I'm not worried about it. I'm going to take 10, unless you have something you want to sit here and talk about.
Good night. No, I've got nothing.
All right.
I have other things, but nothing related here.
Okay, so we're going to take 10, collect our thoughts, and we'll be back.
We'll be back.
Be back in a moment.
We'll be back.
Don't go anywhere.
We'll be back. We'll be back, I promise. I promise. I promise.
I'm back. Did you miss me? Our viewers dropped off. That's right. I'm gonna get a new hat. Make America eat again. There it is. Make Kanye great again. No. How about make butts real again? Oh, the state of this country is unreal right now. I don't even know what to think about it. Sometimes it's hard being a proud American. Make America rice again. There's a good one. Rump. Make America eat again. Some of these. Make America great again. Waha. This is crazy. So Anthony went to pick somebody up because he's got a story he wants to tell. Let's just leave this up for a minute. I don't get it, man. And when he gets back, I'll tell my Kanye West story. I met Kanye West once, or almost met Kanye West once. It's an interesting story. I'll tell it. I've met a lot of people in the music industry. Hope all three of you viewers that are watching right now are having a fantastic day. Happy Thursday to you. In case you haven't seen any episodes of Funk Shop TV yet, you can check them all out on YouTube, youtube.com/Funk Shop TV. If you don't like what you hear on here, you can email us and let us know if you want us to cover a topic. If you want to give us some feedback, our email is funkshoptv@gmail.com. If you go watch any of our videos on YouTube, give them a thumbs up or a thumbs down. We appreciate all the feedback. Love us or hate us, at least we know you watched us. That's all that matters to me. Hopefully, I watch Hassan's Twitch all the time. I think he's on right now, actually. We host Hassan ABI. So if he's live and we're not, you can watch him right here. I appreciate his point of view. I watch him a lot. A lot of times we watch the same things, but I read an interesting article on Yahoo News today in the finance section. I'm a Ford guy. I always have been, always will be. But this article says Ford is having a bad year in 2018. The stock is down 29%. I own a few shares, thanks to Robinhood. If anybody wants a free stock share, I will post my link. Give me a second. It's real easy. You just go and click on the link, install Robinhood. You can skip all the bank information, but you get a free stock. And when you get a free share, I get a free share. So we can both have a free share. Get your free share of stock and let me know what you got. I heard yesterday somebody got a free share of Apple, which currently is about $215. So to get free money, it's never a bad thing. Who doesn't like free money? So there's my link right there in chat. If you want some free stock, get your free stock. So Ford is having a bad year in 2018. The stock is down 29%, and the tariffs imposed by President Trump have reportedly cost the company $1 billion, as the company is in the midst of reorganization. Now the company is announcing layoffs. Jim Hackett, Ford's CEO, is working to engineer a $25.5 billion restructuring of the automaker, hoping to cut costs and remain competitive, the Wall Street Journal reports. But auto sales are down, and one reason is the trade tariffs that Trump has imposed on metal and other goods. According to Bloomberg, Hackett has said that they have already cost the company $1 billion in profit and could do more damage if the disputes aren't resolved quickly. Ford, the number 2 U.S. automaker by sales, is making aggressive job cuts as part of that reorganization, NBC News reported. While the company hasn't said how many jobs will be lost, a report from Morgan Stanley estimates a global headcount reduction of approximately 12%, or 24,000 of Ford's 202,000 workers worldwide. While reports have indicated that job cuts are likely to come early next year, the Kansas City Star reported Tuesday that Ford has temporarily halted production of transit vans in Claycomo, Missouri. The move is intended to prevent a buildup in Ford's inventories of the vans, but it will leave 2,000 workers idle between October 22nd and November 4th. Despite news of the layoffs, Ford's stock closed down 3.4% Tuesday. At a time when automakers are scrambling to prepare for self-driving cars, Ford is also struggling to keep pace with the rest of the industry. September was a bad month for U.S. auto sales, with aggregate sales down 7%, but Ford's drop-off was even more severe. Ford said its sales of vehicles declined 11.2% last month, with sales of its best-selling F-Series pickup truck down 9%. Ford has not responded to Fortune's request for comment. So that's some shitty news. Thanks to the tariffs. But Trump is being so praised by his political party, the people that wear the mega hats, are praising this guy's actions for being so good on our economy. Yet, major factories are laying off people thanks to the tariffs that this guy's imposed. How's that for making America great again, eh? Wonderful. Shout out to Nightbot, Funk Shop TV, Banana Nananen, Commander Roop, Hoya Plays Games, Corkronth, Positivity Bot, Skinny Seahorse, Streamlabs, Tasman 181005, and Tina 122305. Streamlabs is what we use to do our podcasting from. It's a platform on, you can download it, it's free. And all the little cool layouts you see all over the screen. Or all that stuff up there and down there. And the transitioning from screen to screen, that's all through Streamlabs OBS. Shout out to Streamlabs OBS. If you want to download Streamlabs, there is a link on our page. Just if you're watching this on the computer, just scroll it down a little bit.
Oh boy.
And it's right there.
We made it!
We did it!
What up?
Am I sitting in one of these, I assume? You got all the mic back right there. Hello, Twitch. I missed my emotes already. Where's good lord?
By your knee.
Put a plug at, homie.
Let me make sure it doesn't buzz.
Alright, let me put this up so I can see. Oh shit, I can see the
yeah, you got a
screen.
studio.
Oh,
This is our studio.
Wow, this is heavy frickin' duty, dude.
There's a lot of hits.
Okay, what we got? Oh, is that spoiler? Should I not read that? I don't know what this is. Potential topics. With which
Oh, that was Rainey taking notes.
Ooh, we got the big old 1622. Ooh, boy.
It's also like 60 years old.
Still works. It still works.
Yeah.
Yeah.
On the pot slide. Go.
So how about Amazon?
Oh God, are we starting on this already?
Well, that's why I got you.
Oh God.
Because I want to know your crazy conspiracy theories about Amazon.
Adjust your mic up a little bit.
Okay.
Somebody keeps pushing it.
Short people keep pushing it down. I'm the only short person, but it's not me. So
You can loosen right under the mic hinge. Pick it up a couple inches.
There we go. There we go. Lift it. Lift it. Lift it like the truck.
Yeah.
There we go.
Closer to the mic you can get, the better.
Spooky dokey.
how does he sound? Everybody
Hello,
who's here or
Twitch.
is not here.
Hello, Twitch. Where are my Illuminati emotes? Illuminati emotes in the chat.
They were definitely Illuminati emotes.
Yeah, that's me. That's
We know that was you.
Yep, that's me. Is there actually music that plays in the background
Yeah.
here? Or this
Yeah.
now playing thing was... I kept seeing it, but then
Yeah.
nothing was coming out. Unts. Sweet. Well, let's see.
We just play it really quiet.
I see. Oh God, they can see me.
Keep your hand out of your face.
Oh God, is that podcast etiquette? I don't. Fucking
That's
know this shit.
microphone etiquette.
Hold
apparently.
on, I need to take some pills. I'm getting anxiety from fucking having 6 viewers.
Well, good thing that
Shit.
We have 3. Don't worry.
Holy shit, guys! Don't drink coffee. It's a hell of a fucking drug.
good thing we've got Kanye West to endorse the pharmaceutical
Yeah.
industry.
Thanks, Big Pharma.
Thanks,
you,
Big
Kanye.
Big Kanye?
Can I have like that aphasia shit where I just like fucking babble about nothing? Oh yeah, I can. I totally.
You're doing that right now.
Yeah, fucking good to go, boy.
Amazon.
Amazon. Amazon is gonna obsolete the. Hold on.
The everything industry.
Obsolete the industry of people buying things in the next 5 to 10 years. There's actually a pretty good. Well, if y'all watch L2 Inc. on YouTube.
That's actually isn't that on Sean's notes there?
I don't know.
Something about Amazon stores.
Scooters.
Not on this page.
Nope.
Oh, okay.
Scooters. Joe Rogan. None of those things. Yeah, I think they're doing they're getting into brick and mortar or something like that. I don't know.
There are some in Seattle already.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised because they do the drone delivery in Seattle too. But so
God, that's bizarre to me.
well, I mean, Prime Now. How else are you gonna fucking do it? You need a whole fleet of that shit if you're gonna service an entire city with fucking instant delivery in under 2 hours. Like you need to. And they acquired they bought out something in which they bought enough planes, trucks, etc. to do UPS better than UPS does, like just on a whim, and they're not even a delivery service.
They are now.
Yeah, exactly. So they can just pick any industry they want to go into,
when they do this.
and just immediately do it better than, like 10 times better than anybody else that does anything. So.
Want to explain why?
Because they have a fire hose of money. Amazon's never been profitable since it.
So we got a number of retail names moving lower, including Walmart, CVS, Walgreens, Kroger, on a headline crossing from Bloomberg, just a headline, that Amazon is planning to open up to 3,000 cashierless stores by 2021.
Yeah.
Currently, we know there are 4, 3 of them in Seattle, the 4th just opened in Chicago.
Here,
So again, a number of retail names moving lower on a report that Amazon has said to open 3,000 of its cashierless stores by the year 2021. Back over to you.
Cool. And just remind us that I think you just said there were 4 already. Well, what are those 4 focused on as things stand? It's still kind of mainly food related in terms of the cashierless stores?
Think like convenience stores, right? So kind of a mix between like what you might find at a grab and go section of a drugstore or a quick supermarket. That's what they've been focused on so far. The first 3 in Seattle, of course, Amazon's home base, and then the 4th was just opened in Chicago, so the first one outside of Seattle.
So the 2 important things to note there are the words planning and then the big red down lines on every other company that's not Amazon. Like, they can put out a blog post and demolish a company. Like,
Right.
They don't have to compete because they can just say, oh, we're going to do this thing, and people are going to go, oh shit, Amazon's doing it. Let me fucking buy more Amazon stock, and everybody get out of that because it's just impossible to compete. And part of the largest reason why it's impossible to compete with Amazon is because Amazon's never been profitable since it's been around. That when it starts getting into the green or the black or whatever the fuck word it is, I think it's the black. When it starts going profitable, Bezos is like, no, stop it. You're doing it wrong. Spend more money. So any company that's trying to compete while retaining profits with something that purposely goes into the red in order to compete, it's impossible. And Amazon shareholders know this, so they essentially have carte blanche to do anything they want because people are like, oh, you're going more into the red. That's good. Keep doing that. And they're competing with companies whose shareholders start panicking when they're like, you're losing profits. And they don't even need to do that because they can just put out a blog post that says, hey, we're going to do this. And then like they can be like, oh, we're going to announce that we're going to acquire Whole Foods. And then
grocery stores are all going out of business.
All of the grocery stores are instantly out of business the second we say we're going to do this. And they theoretically they don't have to do it, but there's no consequences for them not doing it. So changing the business landscape entirely, and they have an immediate pipeline into every 50,000 a year or more home in the U.S. and shortly with all the data that they get from purchases and Alexas and Amazon searches. So theoretically, I was talking to Anthony about this last night. They send you, beginning of the month, they send you 2 boxes. One box is empty. The other box has everything the algorithm thinks that you might want to purchase this month. You put everything you don't want into the empty box, send it back, keep the stuff you do, and then the algorithm takes that into account for next month. And then it also tracks all your potential instant buys and purchases and things that you might want spur of the moment, feeds that into the user reference thing for you. And if theoretically next 5 years...
This is a theory. This is what he thinks is going to happen. This is not a thing that's happening yet.
This is something they could do if they wanted to, and with the amount of big data and processing, they can... ads are getting better and better at targeting people. We're providing more and more data. Theoretically, next 5 years, Amazon could just take over the market of people purchasing things. You won't buy stuff anymore because it'll all show up at your house before you want it. And, by the time you know you do want it, you'll already have it. It'll be sitting on your doorstep when you walk into the office.
That is a very interesting theory.
Isn't that horrific?
It's awesome for the consumer. Right?
It is awesome for the consumer. Not only is it awesome for the consumer, it is a very interesting theory. However, I still believe it's very unrealistic anytime soon.
I don't know, man.
And that's because we still have enough of the population that doesn't use the internet yet.
We do have a lot of rednecks.
Yeah.
Well, not only rednecks, the elderly people. There's...
So we just have to wait for the old people to die. Got it.
Yeah, this is probably within the next generation, because you're going to have the people who don't use the internet die out. And, internet is arguably, the next public utility, really. Being in
Except we still pay $250 a month for it.
And they have government,
right.
They're in other countries, they're providing internet so people can function in modern day society.
Right.
And
that's
doing that.
That's one of the major platforms for a lot of the people running for office on the left is pushing for a free internet.
I mean, it's like water. If you're if it's 2018 and you don't
except water is more scarce than internet is nowadays.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And
hey, there's a Starbucks. There's 18 Starbucks. All of those have internet.
And it's being in 2018 without the internet is not you can't do that. It doesn't.
You can if you live in the woods.
I mean,
or if you have a grocery store nearby.
Yeah, but with I don't know with
you just if you have been on the internet, you probably don't want to give it up. But people who have never had the internet, who cares?
But the entire rest of society.
What about the
is
Amish?
All Okay, excluding outliers, society in 2018 is built on everybody being connected. We all have smartphones. You can get a smartphone for free from the government.
What about grandma?
Still, grandma. There are classes to teach grandma how to use the internet so she can post dumb fucking shit on Facebook on the wrong person's wall, and that's the extent of what she does. But grandma's going to be dead in 10 years. I mean, knock on wood. Sorry, grandma. But
aren't your grandmas all dead?
Oh yeah, no, everybody's dead. Everybody's dead already. So
except for your mom somehow.
I know, she called me the other night. Holy shit.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Okay. We're going into deep things
no,
that we've had personal
this is not
conversations
relevant
about.
to the fucking Twitch audience.
Well, neither is bashing Amazon, because you know who owns Twitch?
You know.
So we should be a little bit careful here.
Nobody's bashing Amazon.
Sorry, Bezos. Illuminati.
Illuminati. Triangle for you.
So I'm thinking the Illuminati is Bezos, Gates,
Everybody, your Twitch
Kanye.
Prime subscriptions are welcome. Feel free to subscribe. It's free if you have Amazon Prime.
Yes, absolutely.
Yep, do that. Yeah, you're
If you have Amazon Prime, make sure you link it to your Twitch and go ahead and give us a little subscribe if you haven't found
money.
All 4 of the
My
viewers.
vape is leaking. Give me money. No, this
You don't get any money.
I know.
Get out of here.
He needs to spend it on having
You're fired.
A not 50-year-old.
We have one. This one's just spare.
Okay.
Well,
fuck.
free.
I don't
Are you
know.
talking about the soundboard?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a gift from my mom. She picked it up at a garage sale for $20.
I love those finds, man. I used to hit all the pawn shops and like I found an old like Korg DJ mixer that had a Chaos pad on it. And
That's so funny that you say old Korg DJ mixer. There's no such thing as an old Korg DJ mixer.
Well,
If there's a Korg DJ mixer, it's not that old.
I believe it's a KM202.
Paul's old.
I use turntables.
Yeah, it's probably not that old. Well, like not Serato turntables?
Well, I use Serato, but it's still 3 turntables. You want to pack my records for me?
2 turntables and a
I'm
microphone.
fucking old now.
Oh,
I literally used to pack around like 800 pounds of records.
God,
2 turntables and a microphone.
Yeah, and a shit ton of records because I'm very versatile. Like I want to be able to play rock and country and hip hop and
Thankfully,
and
it's all on
house
the
and
computer now.
Right, and now all my music library is on a laptop that I carry around with me instead of 17,000 Portland
digital
recycling
versus
tubs.
wax, but it sure
Sometimes
saves
I
me
miss
some-
wax. Sometimes I miss playing it.
back problems.
Yeah, especially when in DJ booths, for some reason, people that used to build DJ booths wanted them to be elevated.
Yeah.
So you'd have this little stairway you'd have to climb up.
Yeah.
Something just blew my mind. Why don't you give DJ lessons for like on the Twitch?
I thought about it, but
Why
finding enough royalty-free music to be able to download
Twitch
and do it with.
No, just have Bubba
do it.
Make you some stuff.
If you do
even if we do that, we still have to have permission from the artist. We have to have permission
Just
from the publisher.
Bubba though. Just mess and be like, can you make me like 13 songs?
If you do it on YouTube Live,
I know plenty of people that can make beats.
Then do it.
So we could just do it with just raw beats.
Yeah, exactly.
And
like you don't need like
if you were to move or if you were to simulcast on YouTube Live and mute it on Twitch and be like, hey, come listen on YouTube Live. YouTube Live doesn't give a shit about copyright.
Well, Twitch doesn't when you're live as much either. They mute it when it goes. So if you go in,
clips,
after it's over.
Right.
But they can if you start getting dings against your account, then they can suspend it.
Right.
I mean, you only need to do like one.
I've
long
definitely done my
2-hour
research because my whole plan, I wanted to do like my personal Twitch. I wanted to do like a weekly show where I just set up the turntables and mix for 6 hours straight.
Right.
But I did it one time and 90% of it got muted.
Yeah.
So who wants to just watch the motion of hands on turntables without
Well, then
hearing
again,
the
you
sound?
could just do it live on Twitch, and then they can just mute it, and then we can post it on YouTube.
Yes, that is true.
Well, yeah.
But after you do it so many times, it red flags you in the system, so they go through and they review your content.
Yeah.
They'll be like,
but
well,
you could find
it's completely against their rules for you to put up your like if I went live while I was at the club, it's against Twitch rules.
Well, you could.
They don't think it's creative content enough, even though what I do is way more creative than the average DJ.
Yeah. Well, you could. I mean, you can find sub 1,000 plays, decent tracks on SoundCloud. That's what I used to do all the fucking time.
Yeah, but then again, if I did that, I'd have to start doing all the research and start downloading it, and creating
I feel
a
like as
separate
long as
library.
nobody informs, there will be no cease and desist, and you'll be good. He does have a lot of stuff with that.
that's royalty-free stuff. With
Well,
it.
it's either royalty-free or like the artist is not known enough to.
Like he has friends or idiots.
Or just
as I
random
call
people
them.
on SoundCloud that have like 2,000 plays that'd be like, "Sweet dude, you played my music on your show. That's awesome, man."
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because like they're like,
Or,
oh
like-
yeah, I'm famous now.
But then
Woo!"
again,
Or they already deleted it all. And then
nobody
it's just on the
knows
hard drive.
that as far as a mixologist is concerned, there's different categories of DJs, and I'm a beat matcher. I take it so seriously.
Yeah.
So to find artists that know enough to be able to put an 8-bar intro and an 8-bar outro on their tracks,
There's a good chunk of it. I mean,
Really?
I got some old. I don't know. I'll dig around and see if I can get some similar BPMs from like Key.
I'm not worried about the BPMs because Serato automatically does that. As long as I have an intro and an outro, I can mix it.
Well, we'll do some stuff. You heard it here first. Coming soon. Funk Shop TV mixes shitty
Yeah.
SoundCloud records.
I'm not opposed to it.
Let's do it, man.
You know, even I was thinking about contacting Pretzel Rocks. That's who, obviously, our music player, and asking him
steal
if
their
there's a
stuff.
way that I can, to download their music so I can use
Go
it.
on, yeah. I mean, YouTube's got a lot of royalty-free shit. That's some of it's decent. I mean, you got to do research for that too.
Yeah.
A lot of it's trash.
I also thought about just playing Pretzel Rocks and having a monitor and just doing scratching along with it. But then again, I don't want to piss off any of Pretzel Rocks artists if they happen to catch them like, oh, he's fucking up my song. Okay, whatever.
All right, well we can't play your songs anymore. Sorry.
Yeah.
There you go. Bullshit.
Although
Yeah.
like if they, as long as you like put their name on it, I think they'd be hyped.
You'd think.
I
You'd
mean,
think.
like,
I
think
don't
about
know,
it
they're
this
kind
way:
of a big
Weird
deal.
Al, when he did all his parodies, he always got permission, but the one time he didn't, the person was like super against it, and then he heard it, and then he's like, "Oh no, I love it. I'm just kidding." I don't know if that's the same, but it sounds it's a similar
Because those
premise.
are more parodies than they are.
But that's all music. Isn't everything just a parody though? Like
Yeah.
every remix is technically a parody.
Fair use kind of. No, remixes and parodies and bootleg. No. Because like, if you have the stems for something, you can build a whole new thing, but you will use the same tracks that they use when you're building a new track. Or you could bootleg it and just have like an MP3 that you chopped up and fucking, I don't know, ruin it somehow.
Ruin everything.
Which is my preferred method of finding listenable things.
We can mash up everything.
Yes, mash it all up. Yeah, there's a whole mashup artists now that are like, it has to be fair use because I'm not gonna get copyright from
Oh god damn it!
3 billion people to make this song. Like Girl
How
Talk.
did I miss
Girl
that
Talk's great.
call?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
don't
I agree.
Understand.
It's good shit.
10
Absolutely
minutes
agree.
ago? How did I miss that?
But then, yeah, and so, I don't know, copyright's weird. Copyright be weird, man.
That wasn't so bad until Napster.
Fucking Napster ruined it for everybody.
Napster came out and kicked our asses.
Damn, dude.
Because I was working for the music industry, in a major way when that came out. So I was directly affected. I was getting paychecks from almost every record label in the country. Because I was a Northwest promo rep. But then they stopped selling CDs, so they had to cut their budgets. And guess which market got their budgets cut first?
Yeah.
Portland and Seattle, because nobody gives a shit about them.
It's weird. I don't know. The whole landscape with purchasing music is so weird now because you'll have those little out of the way record stores that are catering to the hipsters, but they're not actually like nobody buys albums anymore. And so everybody has to find this sort of alternate avenues of distributing for one and getting paid for it for the other, and then oh my god, I have to move forward so you can get by me.
You're also nowhere near the mic.
Great, good, fantastic. Can you hear me now? Good, great. Well, I stopped typing in the chat and now the chat is dead. We're good to go.
That's because you were in the Illuminati or something.
Yeah, Illuminati.
I think it's also just us viewing right now.
We're
Hell
used to it.
yeah.
We're used to it.
Hell yeah.
I want to know if that 7-Eleven guy was a 7-Eleven over by the mall.
I bet he's not from our area.
He
is our local 7-Eleven guy. That doesn't mean
So
he's
I talk to that guy about politics all the time.
Special
and told him
guest,
to
our local 7-Eleven
find
guy.
us. But I assume that he would have said it was him if it was.
Yeah. Especially when I called him out for being our local 7-Eleven guy. It's like, are you the one at the mall or the... There's like 18 7-Elevens around here.
At least.
Katie!
Did you see Fortune.com put out an article today that... Oh, no, this is way old. Mom, quit sharing old shit and getting me excited about it.
Damn it, Mom.
What was it?
The headline is, the Trump administration is targeting anti-Trump Facebook users. The Justice Department is trying to force Facebook to disclose information about thousands of people who liked the page opposing President Donald Trump. The DOJ wants to access all the information from the profiles of 3 activists connected to the Disrupt J20 protests on the day of Trump's January inauguration. The protests turned violent in part, and with a couple hundred people having been charged over the Washington, D.C. riots, the authorities are going after online information relating to Disrupt J20.
Well, privacy died like 5 years ago.
Yes, it did.
I'm fine with that. If
did.
you're on Facebook, they fucking got you, man.
Yep.
If you're not on Facebook, they still probably fucking got you. So.
I mean, Facebook literally has been giving out our stuff, so I mean...
Yeah, I mean, and...
Well, it's because they're scared. Like, after the... They pulled in Zuckerberg into court and grilled the shit out of him.
Yeah.
He's like, yeah, I'll give you whatever you want to know.
Mhm.
You know, it's... We're not leaning one way or another. It's our users that are leaning in the certain directions. We have nothing to do with that.
That, and they have the... I forget where I read it, but like something... So it's legal to create profiles of people based on all the quote-unquote big data you have on them, like where they go, what they're doing, what they're purchasing, as long as it's all anonymized. And it is also legal to de-anonymize anonymous data
in 2016.
However, if you do both of those things, it's illegal. But if you do one and pay for the service of another company that does the other, then you're good to go. And
Yeah.
so it's basic, like anything that you want, anything that you hope is private nowadays is really like
There's
you're
no
kind of
such-
kidding yourself.
It's
a little bit.
2018 in America.
Yeah. So information age. Man.
There's nothing private. I want to play this video I just came across because I was just talking while you were gone. I was talking about how I really am a big fan of Hassan.
Yeah.
U.S. President Donald Trump on Tuesday pardoned Oregon cattle ranchers Dwight Hammond and his son
I am not
Stephen
related.
after
No relation.
both were convicted on arson charges in a case that sparked an armed occupation of the Malheur National Wildlife Refuge in 2016.
Imagine living in a country that sees no problem when white ranchers set fires on federal land and then inspire a 41-day armed militia standoff against the police, but absolutely loses its mind when black people have the audacity to take a knee against police brutality. Ah, why won't the football man stand? That's goddamn un-American. And while the anarchist in me remains sympathetic to anyone protesting an overbearing state, I cannot ignore the Trump administration's clear double standard depending on who's doing the protesting. Because when the protesters are black, the Trump administration actively vilifies the protest, sparking national outrage.
Get that son of a bitch off the field right now.
But if it's a spiteful cause, like keeping Confederate second-place trophies up, then the administration is surprisingly open-minded.
Very fine people on both sides.
No, the Nazis and their sympathizers who marched alongside of them are not very fine people.
Very fine.
Fucking commercials.
Very fine Pete.
Very fine Pete.
At least this one keeps playing when you mute it. Have you seen those? There's a lot of commercials lately that if you mute it, it stops the commercial.
Mm-hmm.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Especially the domestic terrorist who drove into a crowd and killed Heather Heyer, the Antifa counter-protester. But that hasn't stopped Republican legislators from trying and failing to write bills that legalize running over protesters. There's even an anti-Antifa protest bill in the works that will imprison anyone who wears a mask or a disguise during a protest. It's literally called the Unmasking Antifa Act. Reminder, suppressing the First Amendment rights of Antifa protesters is unconstitutional. Also, anti-fascism is pro-fascism. And this double double standard extends to freedom of speech within conservatism. College campuses in states with Republican legislators are making it harder to protest speakers, which, again, is a violation of the First Amendment. But it's okay, I guess, because conservatives should never face protests in the U.S. This is parallel reasoning to believing that it's gosh darn patriotic when a bunch of horned up Duck Dynasty bros take over a bird sanctuary and get into a fucking firefight with the federales, but God forbid a black athlete takes a knee to protest police brutality. Then all hell breaks loose. But none of this is new. Black people protesting in the United States have always faced a different set of legal standards. We all know the NRA opposes any type of restrictions on gun owners, especially when calls for those restrictions come in the wake of a mass murder at a middle school. Not the good time to talk about gun control then. But in 1967, when armed Black Panthers began patrolling their neighborhoods, the NRA, Ronald Reagan, and California Republicans united together to support gun control. Once black people started believing Second Amendment rights applied to them too, the NRA suddenly discovered the value of restricting gun rights. Other things never change either, like the double standard between letting white protesters exercise their rights to the fullest extent and shutting down people of color and their allies the moment they try to do the same thing. I don't mind pardoning the Hammonds, okay? But don't think for a moment that this isn't purely ideological. The rule of law is only as fair as the color of your skin. Ask yourself, why did this administration turn a blind eye to right-wing terror when it's doubled in 2017 alone? Or when far-right extremism is responsible for 75% of domestic terrorism since 9/11, but our government is still talking about Muslim bans, targeting black identity extremists, and locking up black activists over fake news Agent C on InfoWars videos? Do you actually think they care about protecting our rights and our safety? Or do you think they just care about coddling the loudest racists in the room? I'm Hassan Piker, and if you're tired of this double standard, please share this video with your friends and leave your thoughts in the comment section below. And don't forget to download the TYT app for iPhones, and it's coming to Android soon. And this has been The Breakdown.
Yep.
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 So yeah, I'm not sure about the whole Antifa thing, but I don't know. Everybody's shitty. I don't think Antifa is a productive way to do.
Everybody sucks.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's how I feel. I mean, he's not wrong. Yeah. Fuck everybody.
You know,
I don't know. Like, there's logical leftists and there's logical conservatives.
And then there's the vast majority in between.
Yeah. So I don't know if.
Although, to be fair,
direct,
if we were comparing our country to any other country, we would all be conservatives. Like, compare it to England or Australia. Us as liberals would be considered the conservatives.
Well, yeah,
in
I mean,
England or Australia.
I mean,
we are so right-leaning as a country that we don't even realize that our left is basically like Bernie Sanders was so far left that he was basically middle.
Well, no, at least not in England, because they're very nanny state, quote unquote. They're like if you can get you will get arrested and investigated for posting something on Twitter. They have CCTV that can monitor, activities and can arrest you for potential crimes.
Sure.
So
but that seems like an advancement.
We have free speech, and they they're like, no, hate, like,
they have free speech. They just they'll investigate you. That doesn't mean they're gonna arrest you if you're going to.
Well, no, they don't have a specific part of their. I'm not a lawyer or anything like that, nor do I live in the UK. But my understanding is that there are consequences for saying the wrong thing, and no provision for you are protected to say whatever you want to say.
Well, you can say it, and they can arrest you for saying it. That's the same thing that's going on here, though.
Well,
except worse, because now we're arresting people for being Mexican.
Well, except our Constitution says you shouldn't be able to do that. Whether or not that is something that actually happens is another story. But we have a provision that says right to free speech. You can say what you want to say, and we aren't going to penalize you for it.
But
whereas they don't have that.
Is our Constitution still relevant?
That's debatable.
Supposed to be?
But is it?
Theoretically.
supposed to be.
Jason, is our Constitution still relevant?
Also, what are your thoughts on Antifa, and however you pronounce it?
Right idea, completely wrong friggin' tactics. And I believe the Constitution needs to be updated.
Woo! Thank you.
Sure. I can dig it.
What you doing, Jason?
Yeah, dude.
Oh,
I mean, the
have fun.
Constitution is updated on a regular basis.
What is regular?
On a regular basis.
You know, like the 13th Amendment needs to be taken off because it's no longer relevant.
But my hat is
because there's 13 of us. There's no 13.
Powerful.
There's no 13 floors and buildings. Why is there a 13th Amendment? This is the Illuminati stuff we need to be thinking about here.
Yep.
Numbers and shit. Space planes.
I'd like a space plane.
I would too.
You know, that's what I support about Kanye. Space planes.
I will join the Space Force if I can drive a hydrogen-powered space plane that looks like an iPhone.
It's not a space plane though; it's an airplane.
Don't
But
let
we
them
wanted
hear you
space.
say
You
that.
didn't see his post. He's like, "Is that what Space Force is going to be driving?"
I require it for my sustenance. Is it poor form to eat far away from the mic?
You can eat right in the mic. I don't give a
Fucking
shit.
yeah, boy.
We don't give a shit. We don't hear it,
I
but
have
everybody
pod-
else might.
I have podcast etiquette.
Although we have nobody watching right now,
Yeah,
so.
we're good.
Market. Fourth plane. Yeah.
Yeah.
I haven't been in a Subway in like 8 years.
Yeah.
I don't like Subway.
Where did our 7 other viewers go? We had a few.
They all
a while
died.
ago. Oh, it's because you took a break, dude.
Yeah, probably. But whatever.
I don't know. I posted
Fuck
it
'em.
again, but
Whatever.
Fuck them.
I don't know if we're ever gonna get our average of 75 anyway, so it doesn't matter.
let's start playing video games. Like somehow they can do. Oh no, we don't have boobs. That's right.
Yeah.
Or we have to be really, really good at Fortnite.
And dude, you know what? Like, we can't even.
Let's have a podcast about Fortnite so we can put it under the gaming tab on the Fortnite.
We can
section.
literally just say Fortnite.
You know how many
and
people
then we can tag it as Fortnite.
podcast as Fortnite though? Like we would have to have thousands of viewers to
No,
be
we
bumped
won't.
up into the top
What we
of the
should
list.
do is we should
have a
tag
much
it.
better chance of being in just chatting and getting random viewers than Fortnite.
We should tag it as a game that hasn't come out yet.
No, we should tag it as Fortnite because even if we're not in the top bajillion of Fortnite, it'll still say Fortnite, and I'd like try it, like switch our thing.
We
to
could just
Fortnite.
have like people playing Fortnite in the background, and be like, "We're playing Fortnite," and also talking about stuff that matters.
Yeah,
that
put
isn't
a
Fortnite.
video in the background of somebody playing Fortnite and switch it to Fortnite real quick and see what happens. I guarantee you we'll get at least 1 or 2 viewers.
Wait a minute.
Why do people watch Fortnite again? So dumb.
It's the game. League of Legends not the game anymore, so Fortnite is not the game.
Why was League of Legends the game?
That's a very good question. Trash game for trash people. Although I still do watch Tyler 1 and I don't even play League anymore because that dude is fucking funny.
I wish it wasn't against the rules for me to just pull up Twitch and go surf through people's channels and go live while we're doing it.
Wait, that's against the rules?
Yes, it's their creative content, not yours. So unless you have their permission, you can't do it.
Oh yeah, you gotta do the hosties. Yeah, dude. I think there are other people that do. I don't know what our podcast is about, but podcasting. I've seen some successful people that were already successful on Twitch, I guess, that started doing a podcast. That one could be like, host us, please. We need the viewer. Plus help.
We did some raids the other night.
How'd that go?
It was me, Sean, and Michael. Dude, so there's this really drunk guy on here that gets on and sits on his couch and just drinks beer.
Nice.
And talks about random shit.
Quality.
But he gets like 900 viewers.
What?
So we did a raid, just me, Sean. We were all in Funk Shop TV, so I ended ours, and I raided his with 5 viewers, and he got so fucking excited, he stood up on his couch and started licking his blinds. Like, that deserves a blind lick! And he starts licking his
What
blinds.
about that other guy? That
Well,
other
we were
guy who
trying
was
to get him-
clearly wasted.
That's the same guy.
Oh, it is?
Yeah,
Okay.
this is just another night. So he does it every
no,
night.
No, I was talking about the guy who was talking about MAGA the whole time. Is that him?
Yeah, same guy.
Okay.
Yeah. So we were talking about boofing the other night. How Kavanaugh was like, "You're fucking lying about what boofing
That's
is."
what this is. Okay.
Okay.
So we were trying to convince him to boof a beer. He goes, "Yeah, I've boofed a beer before." So everybody in chat started going off about boof now, boof now. So he didn't even know what it was. He ended up looking it up because I'm not boofing a fucking beer. He got all pissed off. We had his whole chat room trying to talk him into boofing a beer,
which is
taking it anally.
That'll get you fucked up.
This is true. It is a direct into
Yeah,
your bloodstream.
I wouldn't know.
Goes straight there, man.
No, it just goes straight in your bloodstream. I don't even need to know. It's just that's what would happen.
Right. Well, Kavanaugh tried to say it was another term for farting. That's
Although I haven't heard that term used before. I have heard the term butt chug used before, but
heard that.
I have not heard the term boofing.
We're from Seattle.
Tampon boofing.
Oh, a vodka tampon.
Yeah.
is the term
Stick
I've
it up
heard.
your butt.
Yep.
Yep.
That's what I've heard.
It is a thing.
It is the thing. Get you fucked up. Tell you what. God dang it. Lick some blinds. Hell yeah.
Oh my god, he even sounded like that. I totally forgot.
I used to have a friend that would pour sugar into his wine because he wanted to get drunk faster. He was
the worst.
He was a character.
I
saw
trying
Boomer
really.
I saw Boomer posting on Facebook the other day.
I did too. I was like, wow. It was on my post.
Yeah, I know. It was weird.
Whoa. Wonder how
This
that could
dude.
I'm surprised he's not dead. His name's Boomer.
He cleaned up pretty well. He kind of calmed down. He got old.
There's a dude that I was following on Instagram that's a very staunch Proud Boy, and I seem to have been blocked or something.
Oh, shit.
Was it,
Yep.
Yeah, that's funny.
Because he just got a brand new flag printed that says "fuck Antifa," so he's holding it up all proud.
Yeah.
I was gonna show that on here, but
There's a couple of there's several. I don't know. There's several well-reasoned arguments that I've heard that say Antifa is a terrible, terrible idea.
The way Antifa goes about is not what Jason said is correct.
That's the point.
But
Yeah.
some of the
Their tactics are
I agree
horrid.
with the premise. I disagree with the tactics.
yeah.
But
And-
like the tactics are the premise.
No, because they
Not
anti-fascism.
originally.
It's the same thing as what Black Lives Matter started as and then turned
Right.
into.
Well, because as far as my understanding goes, the purpose of anti-fascism is to meet,
They counter-protest fascist protests.
well,
is what it is.
is to meet it with direct action to.
But they were supposed to
to
counter-protest.
say
There was
that-
no violence originally supposed to be involved.
No, I if so, then
That's how all
just,
movements
That's just
start.
radical leftism, I believe. Because like
I would think the violence would make them radical.
Well, the
violence makes them extreme. I think there's a difference.
Yeah, like when you take the violence and the direct action, when you do peaceful protest, you are no longer Antifa, I believe, from my understanding of the definition. Because it is about direct, consequential action that actively prevents, be that with violence or with intimidation or with.
Basically, it's for equal action.
Ostracized.
For every action, there is an equal and
Yeah,
opposite reaction.
so
So
part
they
of-
consider themselves the equal and opposite reaction to the extreme right.
Right. And
Which
so-
are the KKK torch carrying motherfuckers.
Yeah.
Proud Boys.
So I don't think that's a good. I mean,
Two wrongs don't make a right.
Yeah, basically, and like that's how we started the fucking Cold War. So like, it could get real bad before it got real good, and then
I appreciate them putting racist bastards on blast.
kind of, but then it also becomes whoever they decide is a racist bastard is
Normally they post like
people
references to everything they do though. And
what
why?
because they're not.
Have you looked at the Rose City Antifa page? I'm sure you haven't.
No.
I think Rose City Antifa is probably more extreme than most Antifas across the country.
Yeah, and it's
absolutely, but they're definitely
Rose City,
more.
I don't know them that well, but from the outside looking in, it's my opinion that they seem like they're anarchists more than anything.
Yeah, it's not like that. There is one Antifa. It's
Well, when
an
your
umbrella term.
government has complete control of everything, then you're revolting against the entire government.
But our government does not have complete control of everything yet.
Right now, they have control over
Amazon
the House.
Not yet.
They have control over the House,
debatable.
the majority, and whatever. All
Yes,
the
but
things.
we still have freedom.
Sure.
Debatable.
I mean, we do have freedom.
There was a really good. Speaking of freedom,
As compared to other countries on this planet.
well, speaking of freedom and going back to my crazy machine learning conspiracy
Yay.
predictive algorithm kind of horrible dystopian future. So maybe next 20 years, next 10 years, we no longer buy things because everything's already sent to us. They already know what we want, and we're happy with it because we want those things. We didn't know.
What about the grandma that doesn't want those things?
Grandma's dead by now.
In 10 years, grandma's dead?
Yep.
For sure.
Because she wanted to die, so it provided her a death.
So this is
all of the factors.
So you're just
indicated she
assuming
wanted-
that all the factors are lining
wouldn't-
up right now.
It wouldn't outline. It wouldn't actively kill her, but it would give her unhealthy foods that she knew she wanted because she knew she wanted a way out, kind of tangentially.
Okay, crazy. Continue.
You underestimate the power of predictive algorithms. And big data.
I think you're overestimating them.
I don't.
You're giving them an awful lot of credit.
Well, I didn't even finish my thought here because 20 years from now, advertising and
Beam directly into your head. I know.
Not just that, they won't have to beam it into your head because it will get so good at knowing what you want and changing subtle factors in your life around guiding you towards. Because keep in mind, these algorithms currently are geared towards sell more products, make them buy more things. So, and as people who create algorithms, we can't see what they're doing. We can't see how they're thinking or what their process is. We can only see the result. So they're kind of opaque.
There you go, bro.
So we give them to... Cool. I mean, I approve of this. I support this. So in 20 years, not only are we not going to buy anything, we are not going to choose
Fuck that guy.
anymore. And we're
Fuck
gonna
the guy
love it.
holding that flag. That fucking shitbag. Fucking... Oh, there's his name. Fucking shitbag. I fucking hate him.
I kind of agree with that flag. It's...
This guy?
I mean, regardless of the
this
guy...
fucking asshole.
Regardless of the guy...
Proud Boy, the West is the best.
Okay. I mean...
Yeah.
Dumb people gonna dumb, but that's
He
fine.
walks around with a flag saying it's okay to
It's
be
not
white.
about hiding our identity. Everyone already knows our names and where live and work. It's about conforming to a uniform, a fashion, and an approved way of thinking.
What's about what?
Nobody knows what they're talking about.
No, basically it's
But I think that actually is a good point where conservatives will kind of do the dumb way of trying to change people's opinions and thoughts and things and blah
beating
blah
them
blah.
up.
and
Oh my God,
they'll be
look at this one.
When grade 1 to 4 is trying to fight the fate. Okay, I mean, again, I've heard.
So
relatively
any women that are considered a 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10 are conforming to patriarchy?
Patriarchy itself is
Come
kind of.
I know some pretty fucking hot women that don't stand for men's shit.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I'm on the fence. I see both. There are definitely a lot of conservative, quote unquote, viewpoints that I think definitely have some merit to them. If you watch some relatively well-reasoned conservatives instead of the really loud idiot ones.
You mean like this guy right here, who is a loud idiot conservative, who used to be a not conservative?
For sure.
He was very center.
And I think I don't like.
He got brainwashed.
There you go.
That happens.
Ladies, want to help MAGA? Show your boobs to a Proud Boy. It's the American thing to do.
Okay.
That's classy.
I mean, yeah, but it's welcome to the internet, dude.
Which is actually a fair point. As
Yeah.
much as I disagree with this entire thing where you're trying to defend him.
I'm not trying to defend him. I'm just saying
You're agreeing with him.
No, I'm
Who's your
not-
best friend, bro?
I'm not agreeing with him either. I'm just saying I understand where homie
Ain't that your best friend, Anthony?
is coming from.
Can I just punch him in the face right now?
To a degree.
Both of them? Fucking shitbags.
I don't know, man. Because like when you get to that point of, especially considering
there's that shit.
If you start as centrist and then you move right, it's because you got tired of the left's shit. And I see the argument.
Roger
being
Stone from
tired of the
InfoWars.
Left's shit, quote unquote. So.
What happened to InfoWars?
Oh, did you guys hear about InfoWars? Fucking Alex Jones fucking got caught looking at tranny porn while he was on.
Shut up!
Yeah, dude.
Shut
He
up!
Fucking like.
He got shut off.
Yeah, look it up on YouTube. There's a whole fucking scandal of he was changing. I'm sure there's a clip of it somewhere where he was advertising something and then he flipped over. He opened his tabs and flipped over, and then somebody like internet sleuthed and was like, "Oh, hey, what's this?" and flipped it over and found the video. And Alex Jones, who has said like trans people are a disease or trans people are mentally ill, was
when he wasn't a shitbag.
Yeah.
Looking at that.
Wonder if he keeps that on there just so
he can say, "I have leftist friends."
Yeah. Don't dox me. I have a left winger in my pictures.
He was my best friend before I was a shitbag.
This is the because like everybody just ends up.
I really want to show. I wish we could show you his Facebook page because it's really bad.
Everybody ends up shitting on everybody.
You should look at his Facebook page. It's disgusting.
It's all reactionary to reactions.
Wait, did he block both of your Facebooks? You have Matt on both, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. But I mean, like shitting on the dude for being a shitter is not like that.
But
doesn't.
It's
that
different
that
because
gives them
he
more
literally said he wanted to bomb Seattle.
That gives them more ammunition to continue.
He said he wanted to bomb Seattle.
Okay. Like,
because it was an Antifa nest.
Okay, so
like that's
now to
people are
support the
gonna think that.
Antifa are douchebags. Here's a video. Have you guys seen this yet?
You don't know.
This is in Portland.
Oh, can I? Well, shut the fuck up, sir. Go, Trent.
A few days ago.
Just go that way. Because I told you to.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Don't hurt
Yeah,
me.
brother.
Just go.
Yeah, you little white little
Go.
fucker. Really? Yeah. You're a fucking little whitey, aren't you? The First Amendment. Get the fuck down the road.
Please just keep going the direction.
Just please turn right
Please
for Christ's
go
sake.
the direction I asked
For
you to
Jesus
go.
Christ's sake, let's turn
Please,
right.
you're
Well, yeah.
blocking traffic and they're getting pissed at
we're
you.
blocking traffic.
You can turn. You can just turn. Just go. Just go. Just turn, please.
No.
Please just
Now you're
keep
gonna have to
going.
wait 'cause he's got cars coming.
Oh.
What are we doing here?
Like people take every excuse they can to be dicks to each other.
North Carolina, huh?
Right.
I don't need an excuse to be a dick.
Yeah, exactly. So anything that gives people additional excuses.
We don't need your
I'll be a dick. I'm just gonna do it.
KKK from North Carolina. Can someone shut the fuck up so I can speak? I got traffic.
So, shut the fuck up so I can speak. How ironic is that?
Ask me if I give a fuck. I was talking to him, not you. Thank you very much.
Was he wearing a red bandana with spots of blood?
I'm in the middle of the intersection. And if I can have some
Fascist blood. Dude, fascist. I'm gonna hold up this road.
Well, I can't.
Cops are sitting there watching it.
Well, they're blocking traffic.
Patrick, give it! Patrick, give it! Patrick, give it!
What are they yelling?
Fucking dumbass! I dare you to hit me right now.
Kitchen.
I'll beat the shit out of you. I'll beat the shit out of you with them.
Glasses are to the left
Whoa,
of
whoa,
the
whoa, 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 whoa! Yeah. Slow down.
Slow down.
Dumbass!
ice
Slow
in the
down.
fridge works, but the water doesn't.
No reason to. You're lucky you didn't hit me. I would have beat your ass. I guarantee you that.
Look, you didn't hit me. I would have beat your ass.
You don't pay my bills. Shut the fuck up.
I'm so confused. What's going on?
So there was a protest down there, and they were trying to. They're the protectors of the protesters, so they're making sure that nobody, trying to make sure nobody runs over any protesters. So they're forcing cars to turn instead of go straight.
God damn it.
Because there was a person in front of it. That car literally had a person in front of it while they were stepping on the gas. They tried, but... Now look, he got out of the car. Why didn't any of them swing on him? They waited until he got back in the car, stepped on the gas, and started beating the car.
Because apparently they don't want to hit people, they just want the cars.
Anybody doing any of this?
I don't get it.
Yeah, it's weird.
I don't get it.
Seems not productive.
Yeah.
It's all about women are always
You're definitely not
heroes
getting
and men
your
are
point
always
across
evil. We hear
because
about
all
men-
you're doing is
But
giving people a reason to hate you.
That's what I was saying about. That's the same thing as Black Lives Matter. They started off with a reasonable point, and now they're this.
Yeah.
I don't know. I haven't heard much about BLM lately.
I haven't either. Well, I think they're trying to distance themselves from the whole Antifa and the and the bullshit.
Man, it's like I get that people are frustrated and they're like, "Oh, the system isn't working" or whatever. But beating the shit out of some random person's car doesn't help you. And then like,
But does it not help?
But yeah, it actively does not help. It actively.
But they don't
hurts.
think that.
Yeah, but they're wrong. Like you can.
You have
go,
to let them think their way.
You can go punch like a Nazi fascist person in the face, right? And then what do you think? Like, does that make the Nazi problem go away, or does it make it worse?
It makes it better.
No,
because
it makes it worse.
Hold on, I'm
Okay.
I'm trying to reason with them.
Go for
It makes it better.
Are you playing devil's advocate?
Yeah, no, I don't.
I'm gonna get you a little headband with little horns.
Yeah.
Like little glittery horns.
As you should. It makes it better because then there's one less fascist who's gonna spout off at us, and then all the other ones are gonna spout.
I'm not so sure that logic makes any sense.
That's not my logic. That's their logic.
Well,
okay.
that you making caricatures of people who actually believe that may not be productive either. So I don't know. I don't know. What the answer
I don't
is,
care
but
either
I know
way.
that going and fucking beating people's cars up, like, actively hurts your viewpoint because you show that you're being a dick about it. And if people don't like people who are
Oh, welcome back, Doc.
actively being
Oh, Doc's
against
back.
shit.
Hey, what up?
Whoa, we have a fourth viewer.
So I was
Holy
just looking at Discord,
shit.
and Doc said he's going live in 9 minutes. So.
Oh shit.
Well, then I guess we gotta finish in 9 minutes. Huh?
Or have Doc host us, or host Doc, or whatever the fuck that
Raid?
means.
We raid Doc?
Yeah, we can raid Doc.
We can
That's
raid
fine.
Doc. We
Doc
just do
plays
it.
video games.
I think
though,
we're
so
done
we'll be playing
talking.
Video games all night.
Does he play Fortnite? Because then we could get some fucking viewers, boy.
He plays like horror
games, yeah.
Horror games.
Game. I like it.
Like actual cool kid stuff.
I've
Unlike
been
you,
playing.
dink.
I've been playing Metro 2033 lately. That's a good ass horror game.
Sort of a horror game.
God, I haven't played any games in fucking
More
weeks.
of a thriller game. That's because you've been in here for fucking weeks.
I know.
You haven't really left.
Yeah, I've been
Well, I'm just trying to keep our fucking hours
You
and
smell like
days up.
studio.
I've been taking shower breaks.
I was kidding.
Dick. I want to.
And this studio doesn't smell bad, so it wasn't even an insult.
Yeah.
It smells like studio.
It just smells. Yeah, it just smells like studio.
Could
He
be a
gets
lot
it.
worse. You know, I have to tear every fucking thing down again next
Why?
week. So we've been having latency issues with our cable and our TVs. Well, you know, our internet's been
Yeah.
fucking all over the place.
That's just fucking Comcast.
So I had a tech out. It's not Comcast, actually. Well, we had a tech come out yesterday for the 7th time in 2 years. And this tech decided that they actually hooked up some meters to our lines and said, it seems like there's a lot of interference in your lines. So probably when the house was built, the lines were put in before the sheetrock was finished and before the flooring was finished. So somebody probably put a staple through a line that's creating static feedback. So he wants to redo the lines underneath the house. And the access to get underneath the house is in this storage cubby back in the back corner.
Woo!
Yeah, so I got to get all of this shit out of the way
That'll be a
by
couple
Wednesday.
days too.
Huh?
Probably a couple days too. You can't do it all in one day, I don't think.
No, he can. He can do it in a few hours.
Oh.
To run a cable line, the line's already on the outside of the house. He's going to pull the line that's going outside the house out and just replace it with brand new, fresh line that's not stapled anywhere.
There you go.
Yeah, so it's a process, but he said he's failing at some Fortnite right now.
Oh, there he is.
Doc, are Are you planning on streaming? I saw on Discord that you're planning on streaming. So if you are, let me know. We'll raid. We don't have a whole lot of viewers, but we'll raid anyways.
We'll give you all 4 of our viewers.
Eagles are beating
They're
the Giants
all
right now,
us.
24-6.
That's good. That's very good.
Yes.
What inning? Or
Sports.
quarter?
What inning?
Quarter. I'm
Third.
getting
13-20-28 in the
I
third.
have Ertz and I have the kicker.
You know the game is live on Twitch now.
Yeah, I did.
And it's fucking the quality. Like their video quality is top notch.
I think we should do predictions.
That's nice.
We should do predictions.
The Eagles are gonna win.
No, for the weekend.
man will kick the
For the
ball.
week.
For the weekend, yeah.
All right, pull up the menu.
Okay.
I don't know who's playing who.
I don't either. I'll pull it up.
I know we played. Seattle plays Oakland in England.
I say that's Seattle game.
I do too.
But they are from the land of oaks.
This is only partially true.
Doc said
All right.
I'm streaming Fortnite for a bit, but Friday the 13th later.
Got it.
Oh, he's streaming right now. He's streaming and watching us at the same time.
What a great guy.
That's talent.
All right. Buccaneers and Falcons.
Falcons. Where is it?
I'm going Bucks.
Where is it?
At Falcons, I believe.
No, it's Atlanta's gonna take them.
It's Buccaneers versus Falcons, yeah. But I don't know. Like, Atlanta's been bad this year. Like, really bad.
I'm still going with Atlanta.
I'm going to go Bucks. Chargers and Browns.
Chargers.
Browns.
That's racist.
Chargers.
I go Browns.
Of course you do.
I think Phil's gonna have a good game.
What? Wait, who?
Rivers.
Oh no. So have you been watching the Browns actually play this year and actually do well? It's weird.
I
It's
haven't
very
seen them
weird.
do well.
They're doing well. It's weird.
Bro.
Colts
I
and
just
Jets.
pulled up our I just pulled up our stats.
Mhm.
Stream for 25 hours. We're at 79.34 of 25 over the last 30 days. But stream on 12 different days. We're at 19 of 12.
Oh yeah,
Average of
because we
75
streamed
viewers.
for fucking 48 hours straight. You monster.
Yeah.
Woo.
Average of 75 viewers. We're at 5.48.
That's bad.
Yeah,
Good
boy.
luck. All right, Colts and Jets.
I
vote Jets.
Jets.
Seahawks and Raiders. Seahawks. Panthers and Redskins.
Panthers.
Panthers. Bills and Texans.
Buffalo.
Yep. Cardinals and Vikings.
He's saying yep as if I'm right or wrong. Are you testing me?
Yes. I know all the answers in advance. You know this. Cardinals, Vikings.
Vikings, they have beards and horn helmets.
Cardinals have our birds though.
That's
so
true.
I want. Okay,
That's
hold on.
true.
Actually, I want to start this whole thing over. You're gonna base
Excellent.
these
I am
on
the sportsman.
Yeah, okay.
I am.
All right,
I
Eagles
have
and
the
Giants.
Sports intelligence. Giants can reach Eagles from the air, which is pretty effective.
Okay, this is what I wanted. Okay. Perfect.
And the Giants will actually do really well there because they will squish the Eagles and make them into Eagle soup, and then
So
eat
you're
them,
going Giants.
Eat them for their next
I'm
battle.
writing all of these down.
Very good. Very
All
good.
right. So
actually, what kind of Giants are they? Storm Giants, Frost
New York
Giants,
Giants.
New York Giants. Well, those will be even bigger Giants. So yeah, Eagles have no chance.
Okay.
Right, right.
Oh my God.
New York. Oh, these are Warren's picks.
Excellent.
Warren. Okay, so Giants, Buccaneers or Falcons?
Buccaneers have guns. Yeah.
Okay.
Get wrecked, Falcons.
Okay.
I mean, well, question: did the Buccaneers have an eye patch on their
They do.
mask bat?
But they don't have it on their mask, but they have it on their
on
they
their
have,
something.
Here's
Hey,
their,
what's their win-loss record? How much ammunition do they have?
Yeah, that's a
I
good-
think they're like 3
Or
4
powder
and 1.
for their muskets,
3-1
I
or 4-1.
suppose.
Yeah,
They're doing pretty good. Bucks are good.
depends on how much.
I think they have a lot of ammunition.
Well,
Their quarterback throws really well, so they have a lot of ammunition.
let me see their thing.
It's that thing you have on your on one of your shirts.
Oh, it's a pirate one.
Yeah.
Does it have? Oh, let's see. Oh, it doesn't have a. I don't think it has a.
No, the Raiders have the eye patch. They have
Yeah.
the skull.
Okay.
These are real pirates.
So, and they're against the Falcons?
Yes.
Normally, I would say, like, pirates would theoretically be weak to Falcons because they're fast, and pirates have to use their
muskets.
Their muskets. But if they are skeleton pirates, then the
Got it.
Then
Supernatural. Got it.
Then
Okay.
the Falcons will not be able to penetrate their bony armor.
So if they're like if they're pirates,
they can't
of the-
pick out their eyes.
If
Got
they're
it.
if they're Pirates of the Caribbean,
Chargers and Browns. So the Chargers. What are the Chargers? They're a horse, right?
Yeah.
lightning bolts.
Oh, they're lightning bolts, and the Browns are just.
So the Chargers are Zeus.
No, I would think a Charger would be like a because that's a type of cavalry.
It's also a car.
Well, according to their logo on their helmet, it's a lightning bolt.
It's a lightning bolt.
So maybe it's like a Tesla
And the Browns
coil.
helmet is a helmet.
That's
but it's
true.
probably not made of metal.
Browns is just the color brown.
It is a brown helmet. It's actually an orange helmet.
You know what? I bet I can find pictures of their mascot.
Orange helmet.
And it's made of plastic and not metal.
So orange helmets could be a safety helmet. And safety helmets are resistant to electricity.
That's what I was thinking, right?
I think it probably has to go to the Browns, provided
All right,
that
guys.
the Chargers are in fact lightning bolts and are not like a Charger, a cavalry Charger.
It's a lightning bolt. If we're looking at the
But that just could mean it's a very fast cavalry unit.
It could just look like a lightning bolt. This is true.
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna go with
There's the Chargers mascot, guys.
What?
Yep,
It
that
is-
is
it
a
is
living lightning bolt.
Okay, yep, get wrecked.
All right, got it.
Thankfully,
Sounds good.
Thankfully, the Browns helmet
Colts,
is.
Colts are horses. Jets.
Colts
I
are
don't.
tiny
What the fuck are
horses.
jets?
Colts are
They're
baby
fucking
horses.
jets, dude.
Are we talking about the plane jet?
Well, that would be my.
What is the Jets
What's
mascot?
the mascot?
Isn't it like a green?
Well, we didn't
flowery
look
thing?
up the other mascot.
We didn't need to because we knew what the other things were.
Yeah. The question is, what do they represent?
It looks like a little kid face.
What the fuck?
Oh.
No, I'm just gonna go with an actual jet and.
Okay. So jets or horses?
Provided if it's. Well, yeah, no. Either way,
See,
the
if
horses
you look at the New York Jets,
because I was gonna say if it's a race, then it might be one thing, but the Colts are baby horses. But if it's a battle, then the Jets won't be able to get low enough.
But
So
they'll
the
just shoot it then until they
the
hit it
Jets-
eventually, and it's a baby horse.
Again,
so
how
it's
much
dying.
ammunition do the Jets
They
have?
can just the jet can
But
just
they
run
can
into the
just-
horse at the end.
Yeah,
and
they
swoop
can
it.
just swing low, and maybe they'll lose a couple of guys because they'll have to kamikaze into the ground to get to the horses.
yeah, and it all depends on what kind of jet
If
it
there
is. Because
are-
if it's a 747 or 757,
Yeah, you
the
just
jet stream
drop.
could
You
suck
just
the
drop.
Colt-
No, you just drop the 757 on. It kills everybody around.
I'm gonna say
and you only lose one guy when they lose. all
Those
their
engines
team.
could
I'm gonna
suck
say-
a horse into them easy.
I think they are fighter jets, so I'm going to say there are going to be 2 injuries that game
I'm-
because of kamikaze.
Okay, so I'm going to add 2 injuries.
But I'm gonna have to call your bluff on that because if you look at the official Jets Christmas,
Oh shit! Make it.
it's like a
Make it either 1 or 30 because
It's a-
that's a passenger plane.
it's a real fat B-52 bomber with tiny wings.
All right. Seahawks or Raiders?
Seahawks or Raiders?
The Raiders are like pirate raiders.
Yes, they are pirate raiders. They do have an eye patch, and a Seahawk is like a seagull, which really doesn't fucking do anything.
A Seahawk technically doesn't exist.
Falcons and vultures and whatever the fuck the other one was, those theoretically can be combat birds, but seagulls are not really.
So you're saying Raiders?
I think I'm gonna say, and plus the
Well,
seagulls.
now you can't compare them to seagulls because at every home Seahawks game they do have a hawk's handler
You know what? It
that
is a
flies
hawk.
a hawk.
It is a hawk.
It's a hawk.
Yes.
It is a hawk.
They have a real hawk.
Which Squadron Hawk, man.
It is a hawk.
And that's their
It can hold swords.
It is a hawk.
They
so
can hold
let's-
swords because they're Squadron Hawks.
That's true. Let's say that it's a harbor hawk. Which
Squadron
means
hawk.
The Buccaneer or the whoever the fuck it is, the Raiders.
Well, look at the Raiders' new mascot.
The
Oh,
Raiders.
God.
Holy shit.
Oh god.
What a fucking monstrosity there.
What even?
Dr. Wiley's new fucking Raiders mascot here.
Continue.
What
so,
the shit is that?
Hawks, especially because they only have eye, would have the advantage, but they are hawks from the sea, and Raiders are very practiced in raiding coastal cities. Therefore, I think
Raiders is just a giant fucking head with legs sticking out of the chin.
and they have that, which
That's pretty horrifying.
for sheer terror factor. I
So you're
think-
going to the Raiders?
I think it's gonna have to go to Raiders.
So the Raiders mascot is a giant Funko Pop.
Yep.
Gross. All right. Panthers and Redskins. So the Redskins are Native Americans.
Oh, yeah, maybe they'll end the game as friends.
I don't think so.
because the
So,
Reds-
are you going to go tie then?
the
There's
eight-
already been 3 ties this
Well,
year. It
there's
could be
the
a tie.
Panther. The Panthers.
Well,
why
It's a
is the
kitten.
NFL
It's a
making
kitten.
all of these fucking mascots look so childish now?
The Redskins.
Are we catering to 12-year-olds?
Yes,
They
they want
obviously,
want to cater to the next generation of NFL
Jeez,
members because they're losing their current ones.
Yeah,
The
nobody's gonna
name-
have television. So
What are you picking?
The name of wait a minute.
all right.
Before you get into that, the
Yes.
name of the Panthers mascot is Sir Purr.
That's a very cuddly panther, and the Native Americans have ancient Indian magic.
They also have
and a
tomahawks.
communion with nature. So I think that's gonna have to be
The
a tie.
Redskins?
They're gonna
No, tie?
Yeah, it's gonna be a tie because the Redskins will recruit the Panthers to demolish their next victims. They'll have an animal companion at the end of the battle.
Jesus.
Okay. Washington and Carolina tie.
Hold on, I just saw Redskins mascot. Where'd it go?
It's not as bad.
Please be racist. Please be racist.
It is.
Where'd it go?
It's up. You're scrolling down. No, what the fuck was that? Hold on.
Hold on, no, we haven't gotten there yet. That's Freddie Falcon.
Cowboys.
Let's see.
Wasn't it?
That's Houston Texans. San Diego. That's Buccaneers. Rams.
Jaguars.
Jesus, Redskin, where you at?
Bengals. Eagles.
Eagles looks pretty terrifying, TBH.
Cardinals. Bears.
Same with the Cardinal. All the bird ones are fucking menacing.
Yeah. If we had a mascot fight, I'm pretty sure the Seahawks mascot would beat all of them. He has a giant fucking horn. Or
Yeah, didn't they
nose
change
thing.
him recently?
That beak?
Yeah, they have 3 now. They have 3 fucking mascots.
Seattle?
Yeah.
I've only seen Blitz.
They have Blitz. They have.
There was like some weird shaggy monster looking thing that was like something out of nightmares.
No, they have 3 now. It was that one.
That is Atlanta
Down.
Falcons.
That one.
That's Kansas City.
Oh, what the fuck? Why are those a chief? What is that a chief? Why? I guess it's a wolf. What the fuck ever?
What? Redskins
I don't
isn't
know.
it? Redskins aren't even on here. They're
Yeah.
like, God, we don't even know what to do.
Yeah,
we can't be
anything
engines
we
no
do
more.
is going to be too racist.
All
So
right.
let's just not
Bills
have a
and
mascot.
Texans. So the Buffalo Bills are a bull, and the Texans are a
There's the Texan right there. It's also a bull.
also a bull.
Yeah, well, I think as
Oh no, the buffalo. That's not a bull. It's a bison.
it's a bison.
It's a bison, not a bull. Sorry.
Bison versus bull. Bison are extinct.
They're not extinct. They're endangered.
I thought they were done. Really? You sure about that?
Yeah, they still have them. They're endangered. The water buffalo still.
There's the Buffalo Bill.
That's pretty scary.
He looks like out of Monsters Inc.
Yeah.
He popped out of some kid's closet door.
Yeah, let's see. Because my initial impression was if Texans was just a dude from Texas, he would probably be pretty good at wrangling.
Well,
those
yeah, but
animals.
no, it's
But
not
now
what
if it's a fight,
Maybe if it was the
between-
Cowboys, I would agree with you.
True. If it's a fight between a bull and
bison?
a bison,
Bison are bigger.
Yeah, bison have more mass, but bulls are more pissed off. So
Are they though? Have you ever seen?
I've never seen a mad
Aurochs,
bison.
man. Aurochs. Those are basically bison.
Bison,
Sure, but they want to trample.
well,
Whereas
not only that, bulls are always male. Bison can be female.
yeah, they're bison. Yeah,
Bulls
bison
are always
bulls.
testosterone filled.
Yeah, and they're fucking huge, muscly, pissed off motherfuckers. So I think I'm gonna go with the bulls, especially because
All
the
right.
bison their instinct is to trample, whereas the bulls will fuck you up.
Horn you to death.
Yeah, they'll gore you. They'll fucking rip your face off. With their
Look at
teeth.
Rowdy the Cowboy.
Yeah, it's so bad now.
Hi, friends.
Cardinals and Vikings.
Well, they're both red. That says for something.
They're both red.
Yes, they're both red.
Are they?
The Cardinals mascot is pretty terrifying. However, Vikings are probably immune to fear.
Vikings are not
Vikings
red.
mascot.
Yeah.
They're purple. They're purple as fuck.
Well, but
Look at his-
the default Viking, I assume.
Look at his hammer.
No, he looks exactly like that at all times. Oh
How-
god, it's a football.
Yeah.
What do you
How-
think?
So yeah, Cardinals mascot is terrifying, but Vikings are probably immune to fear and also are super fucked up on.
Not that Viking. Did you see
mushroom-filled
it? Yeah, look at there's
fear
the Cardinal.
bits.
That Viking was a fucking bitch. though.
Cardinals all jumped
Look
up
at that
in
fucking Viking. Go look at him. Go back to that fucking bitch Viking.
No, he's just an Aryan Viking. It's fine.
He looks.
Don't worry about it.
All Vikings are Aryan.
No.
That's not even a
He's
conversation.
just super fucking high on mushroom-filled deer piss. He's having a grand old.
He's
fucking
super
time.
happy. He does not look like he could be immune to fear. Look at him smiling. He looks like a fucking tool.
Well, he's smiling.
You asked
because
for his
he's-
opinion. Why are you arguing with everything he says?
He's about
Because he's not giving me his opinion.
Well, that's because that's what Anthony does immediately. To anyone who expresses any opinion is just immediately argue with it.
This is true.
Fair.
I'm aware.
Yeah. I don't know how you bear it.
Because my opinions are valid.
Master debatable.
I think he's.
I love master debating.
I think he's smiling because he is about to tear the flesh from the blood of his enemies.
Yeah. So you're going with
I
Vikings?
think I'm going to go with Vikings here.
All right.
Also because he's probably high as fuck and having a great time.
All right. Steelers and Bengals. So the what the fuck are the Steelers now? They're just 3 stars.
Ironworkers, dude.
All right, sure.
Oh,
Ironworkers
shit.
versus Tigers.
Oh yeah, Tigers.
Look at that I-beam, dude.
I mean, that's a pretty.
That's a big
fat,
dude.
Yeah, that's pretty fat I-beam.
But can they fight a tiger?
Yeah, I think because if you're trying to fight,
But look at that tiger.
You're trying to fight with an
Yeah.
I-beam, you're gonna be way too slow when a tiger's trying to.
Why are
That's
the
fair.
mascots
Alright,
being
Tiger-
so
Bengals?
pussified?
Yeah, I need some like blood and guts in this shit. Have y'all? I'm gonna play. I'm gonna play Blood Bowl or whatever it's called. There's a
The blood. Yeah.
The
no,
Warhammer
yeah.
football.
Doug said, dude,
Yeah.
those mascots
Yeah.
are hilarious. They are. They're fucking.
Bears or Dolphins?
All right. Well,
Can they even fight?
Hold on.
Like one's
Hold
in the
on.
water and one's in the. This might be a tiger.
Bears
right?
are pretty agile in the
Bears
water.
Bears can. Get
But so are dolphins. Dolphins can't go on land though, so they cannot be fighting on land.
Look at there's the dolphin.
I think that. Might,
Oh, it has legs. The dolphin has legs.
I think
Hey,
that might.
by the
have-
way, you know what dolphin sex is?
wild.
When you're doing a girl
bubble?
doggy style and it slips out and automatically starts busting its way through a butthole, so she turns around and goes.
That's reasonable.
So we got the dolphin and who?
Dolphins and bears.
Yeah.
That might have to be a tie because dolphins are far too intelligent to be lured onto the
Land
Onto
and-
the land.
But
And I
then
think
wouldn't the
if the
Dolphins win?
Bears
Because
are-
the Bears would have to fight in the water.
If the Bears
because
are
the Bears
gonna-
can swim, they're just not good at it.
If the Bears are gonna go into the water, then the Dolphins will have planned for this. And
So
then
you
they
think the
will-
Dolphins are gonna win?
They will all be. No, because I think the Bears are like they might lose one. Okay, tie but one injury. 'Cause
Okay,
They have to
tie but one-
The
okay.
Bears will have to have
Okay.
somebody fall into the water and get mauled to death by dolphins.
At least Staley Da Bear, his official name Staley Da Bear. At least he
Staley
looks
Da Bear.
mean.
Yeah, that's good. That's a point. But I think they're both. I think they will end in a stalemate because they will see there is no way
no
to
victory.
achieve victory.
All right,
Yeah.
Rams and Broncos. So
Did we-
male horses.
Did we
and,
even see Rams?
Uh,
Rams are not male horses. They're fucking goats with big
Broncos.
horns.
I was talking about the Broncos.
Oh.
Good try though. Good try.
Goats. God.
Broncos.
Wow.
Let's see.
I just can't.
Oh, I was focused on trying to find I don't remember seeing a Rams mascot on
I
there.
think it's probably gonna have to go to the Broncos because horses are real fucking big and they will like.
They'll just kick you in the
Yeah,
face.
they'll just kick
All
you
right.
in the face.
There's
And
the Rams.
Rams might break some ribs.
The Rams mascot's name is Rampage.
Okay.
Sure.
He doesn't look like he does any rampaging.
And the Bronco is Miles.
Yeah, that guy looks terrifying. That's just horrifying. Holy shit. Look at his eyes.
Spooky, dude.
He looks rabid.
He definitely looks meaner than the
Real.
Oh, yeah. All right, Ravens
Although,
and
couldn't they
Titans.
pick a better name than Miles?
Because it's
Isn't it
Mile
Miles
High.
Davis?
It's because Mile High.
My name's Miles the Bronco.
All right.
Okay, so the next one is Ravens and Titans.
Titans are even bigger than Giants, and Ravens are kind of pussy. But they might.
They might
They might
Edgar Allan Poe all over him.
Well, they might become because Titans.
There's
like
Ravens mascot's
Oh.
name is Poe.
Of course. Why would it not be Poe?
because Titans kind of make me think of.
How many football fans do you really think would even put 2 and 2 together, bro? Come
Not
on.
a lot of
Fair.
them. Me though. Me. It's a one.
And who?
Oh,
Ravens
of
and who?
like Ravens and Titans. Because I'm
Oh.
thinking like, a lot of those older like Norse mythology, like Greek
There
mythology.
are no Titans in Norse mythology.
I know, but like the old big ass fucking we created the universe kind of dudes.
Greek and Roman.
They
Yeah.
were bros with Ravens, so they might.
Were
be,
they though?
They might be.
Hold on.
Were they?
They might
Now,
be sending them out.
We're going to do this slowly. The
Okay.
Tennessee Titans
reveal.
mascot's name is T-Rack.
T-Rack.
And it's a
Is it a-
raccoon mascot.
Oh, it's
What
not a
the
dinosaur.
fuck?
Look at the glittery pants.
Uh-huh.
I'm coming out. I want the world to know. Look at that. That is the Titans mascot. T-Rack the
So what do you
raccoon.
think now?
Yeesh, that's pretty bad.
Ravens?
Yeah, I think it's probably gonna. It's probably gonna.
The only way that this
You going
mascot.
Ravens
Yeah, let's go Ravens. Which, why is it a raccoon?
I have no idea.
I don't know. Let's
I'm
just ignore
confused.
that. I was wondering what that was too. I thought that was the Bears.
But the only way that the T-Rack raccoon is going to be able to beat the Ravens is if the Raven got hit by a truck and it was roadkill on the side of the highway.
And the Raven.
Then the raccoon can
scary.
sneak up and eat
that,
it.
that Raven mascot
Jaguars
was
and Cowboys.
Arr, Jaguars.
So I think we need to get him in here every Thursday before Thursday Night Football to do this.
Yeah.
Well, there's the Jacksonville Jaguar. His name's Jackson DeVille.
What's wrong with his fucking teeth?
He's missing 2 of them, and he has sunglasses. Oh wait, no, those are just.
He's hungover, dude. He's fucking.
super
Look, he's got a
just
towel
got
in his
back
hand.
home.
He's wiping off his sweat. He's like, man, I fucking drank too much.
he just-
Too many
This
Quaaludes
dude is a
last night.
partier.
It
This
is
a
Jacksonville.
party monster.
Yeah, he just got back from the fucking furry convention, and now.
Wait,
it's trying-
Jacksonville's in Louisiana, right? No,
Trying
it's
to
in Florida.
reconcile the fucking wild night he had. Last
And who are they
night
playing?
With the rest of
Cowboys. Fucking worst mascot. We already saw it.
Yeah.
It's horrible.
Corny as shit.
So if we're going in theory without mascot input, I think the Jaguars should beat the Cowboys
I would
because
hope so.
the
How do you wrangle a Jaguar?
You can't
Come on.
wrangle a Jaguar, and the Jaguar will just wait in a tree for a cowboy to come by and then drop on him and kill him.
All right, so
And his
Jaguars?
horse.
And his horse.
So we're going Jaguars here.
I think we're gonna go Jaguars. Yeah.
All right.
I think that's what we're gonna do. What is that dude with the fucking enormous chin?
We'll get
That's
there.
the Cowboys.
We'll get there. We'll get there.
That one's the Cowboys.
That's Rowdy.
Yeah.
All right, 49ers and Packers. Last one.
I don't even think Packers have one on here.
Is a cheese? Is a guy with the cheese on his head?
Yeah, I know. There's the 49er.
Minor 49er. There, isn't
Let's
that
see, a minor and
a cheese?
a minor and a minor and a factory production worker. So,
No,
I
he's a
mean,
cheese.
They both.
What about a factory production worker? What?
Because he's packing, he's
Cheese?
packing the cheese. He's
No, he has
packing
the
it all
cheese.
up.
He's a cheese head. He has cheese on his head.
Yes, but
Look, this is him.
But he works in the cheese
It's
industry.
that third picture on the first.
Which only works.
No, because that's the
in
Steeler, ding dong.
Artisan context.
Weird. Do they not have a mascot?
I don't.
Have they evolved past mascotdom? Wasn't he just a big green furry thing?
I'm not so sure they do.
I think it's gonna go to the Packers because the Miners are not
gonna get.
It looks like a
stomachaches
minor
from
with-
cheese.
No, the Miners are no longer economically viable at all, and the Packers at least have the artisan cheese branch to still work in.
That's
So-
Portland, not Green
But-
Bay. They just sell cheese, regular cheese, not artisan
What?
cheese.
But they have somewhere they could theoretically work
You
where
go
the
Green Bay?
Miners are out of work entirely.
Bay?
Green Bay.
That's a smart bet regardless, because it's the 49ers.
Yeah.
And there's no more gold to prospect anywhere.
Yeah, there's no gold. Cole's going out. Like they're
All
just
right,
fucked.
I want to do last week's results just so we can get like a result on or like what he would have thought and just for future reference.
Oh, New Orleans is on the bye. That's why I was waiting for you to
so
get
are
to
the Patriots.
Well, I was waiting for you to get to that one because that's the one with the big
it's
ball
fucking
chin.
Weird.
Yeah, like that looks like a fucking
That's-
Mega Man
What?
boss.
Okay, so
Well, and
Colts and
Patriots-
Patriots.
Colts and Patriots. Colts and
Horses
Patriots.
are a America
I
flag
think
waving
I think they.
douchebag named Tom Brady.
Well,
Where's
no,
the
'cause
Balchinian?
Colts- Let's see.
We're just gonna go to the Balchinian and leave it there while
Isn't
you guys.
wasn't that it?
No,
and
you can't miss it, dude. It was above where we're at.
Oh, is that Green Bay? Yeah.
That's Chargers.
Is that Green Bay?
That's Boltman.
Oh,
San Diego.
Never mind.
Boltman. I think it will go to the Patriots. Although
There.
I would say
Sir
tie.
Saint.
Real. Like he
With
looks,
the Balchinian.
He looks like a boss from Mega Man. He's like Chin Man or
Oh
something.
God.
Like,
All right.
Yeah, I think it's gonna go Patriots just because they might raise the Colts to do battle in the future. And
okay.
Utilize them to kill the British.
Broncos or Jets?
Yeah, Jets. You can drop a 747 on anything. They're
That's fair.
clearly
The Jets are just gonna win.
Yeah,
on most
they're
of these.
clearly the best team in the
This is
league.
fair.
Like-
Packers and Lions.
Are lions lactose intolerant?
No.
But or are they? Well, no. Previously, I said that they're the people that work in the cheese factories. So they have
lions
no
versus cheese factory.
Yeah, they have no combat skills, so the lions will maul them to death.
All right. You're 3 for 3 so far.
This is working.
Giants or Panthers?
Giants stomp on Panthers.
Panthers won that
one. Okay. I don't know how that. Maybe
Titans
they all,
or Bills?
Maybe they all climbed up
the
a
Bison.
Giant.
Yeah, they probably did.
Yep.
They toppled it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Titans or Bills? Bills were the that fucking raccoon, man. That is fucking weird. It's gonna have to go to the one that's not the raccoon.
Okay, you're 4 and 1 right now.
That's fucking.
Falcons or Steelers?
It's Falcons.
No.
Oh, okay.
Ravens and Browns.
Ravens and Browns. Safety helmet is pretty good against birds. Let's go Browns.
Yep, you got that one.
Safety helmet OP, dude. They need to patch this. Like, safety helmet too good.
Yeah, right? Dolphins and Bengals.
Dolphins and Bengals.
So cats or dolphins?
Cats hate water, so it's dolphins.
You were wrong.
Oh, okay.
Bengals won.
Oh.
Chiefs or Jaguars?
Chiefs or Jaguars? Oh, I think that has to be a tie, because the Chiefs. Well, are the Chiefs Indian too?
Probably.
Okay.
They have an Arrowhead as their.
They have an
and they're in Arrowhead Stadium.
And they're in Arrowhead Stadium.
Mm-hmm.
The Chiefs or the Jaguars?
No, that's what the Chiefs Stadium name is.
Oh, did they play there?
I believe so.
Okay. Because then it's Chiefs. Because they're on
home field.
Yeah, they're on their holy.
The
holy ground.
The holy ground advantage.
The Indian burial ground gives them +6 to all their attacks.
Shut up.
Yep.
Shut up. Raiders or Chargers?
Raiders or Chargers. Let's see. So, the Raider or the Chargers. Chargers are a lightning bolt. Stormy seas. It's Chargers all the way.
Okay.
Yep.
Vikings or Eagles?
Vikings or Eagles. Let's see. Vikings are. Let's see. I don't really know about that.
Is this last week's games?
Yeah.
You're just checking to see how his accuracy.
I'm pretty fucking good so far.
Yeah. He's only missed one so far.
Yeah, I
two.
think it's gonna go to the. I think it's gonna go to the Vikings. I don't really have an inclination.
Right. Rams and Seahawks.
Rams and Seahawks. So they are actual Hawks, but the Rams' eyes will be difficult to get to because they have horns and shit. So I think it's gonna have to go to Rams.
All right. Cardinals and 49ers.
Cardinals. It's canaries that work in mines, so not cardinals. What kind of bird is a cardinal?
The red.
I know, but like what?
Floopy bird.
It's kind of like a blue jay.
Okay.
They're like red blue jays.
A red jay.
Yeah. And what family of bird is a canary?
Not that same kind.
Not that same kind. Okay.
A Tweety bird.
Songbird is what a canary is.
You know what the official Washington State bird is? Western yellow goldfinch.
Good shit.
For some reason.
Quality content.
You know why I know that? I've seen them around here.
I've never seen one.
Let's see. 49ers or Cardinals? Let's see.
But we're on a football field. We're not in a mine.
But the miners have pickaxes, which can deforest the entire homes of the Cardinals.
Pickaxes don't deforest shit.
They could do it real slow. And if they have pickaxes, they probably have regular axes too.
In that amount of time that they're deforesting their entire homes, they've probably had their eyes picked out.
But they do get to go into the lumber industry, which saves them economically too. So I think it's going to have to go to the 49ers.
Okay. Cowboys or Texans?
Cowboys or Texans? Aren't the Texans secretly, they're like a bowl or something?
Yeah.
Oh, they get fucking wrecked, dude. They get demolished.
All right, Redskins or Saints?
Redskins or Saints?
Redskins or Vulcan?
Well, because the Reds, I mean, as much as I would like to go for the Mega Man boss, well, it's going to be the Saints because the Saints bring Christianity to the Redskins and Christianity and smallpox and wipe them out. So it's going to go to Saints.
I was going to say they're just going to bring their what are they?
Smallpox blankets.
Their mead and get them all liquored
Yeah,
up.
the
All right, so he
firewater,
missed 4.
smallpox.
He missed 4.
It all.
4 out of 15 games he missed.
Hey man, y'all are really bad at
you need to
football
go get it.
You
predictions.
missed Cardinals
Thank you
versus
very much.
49ers.
Really?
You missed
Huh.
Texans versus Cowboys.
Really?
Mhm.
How does that even fucking work?
I don't know,
Holy
man.
shit.
You missed
You should go get an
Bengals and
Alien A card and
Dolphins.
do your weekly picks.
Right. You missed the other one was Giants and Panthers.
Giants. Oh yeah, yeah, I know.
Wait, what'd you pick on Bills and Titans?
Bills and Titans. Bills. Bills
Okay,
and
yeah.
Titans. Fucking the raccoon.
Oh yeah, the raccoon. That's right.
Fucking weirdo raccoon. I mean the Jaguars.
Yeah, no, he was 4 for how many games were there? Let's look.
15.
I think there might not have been 15. I don't know how many. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. 4 out of
I'm
16.
really good at football.
25% fail rate.
Real good at football.
All right, guys.
Best football boy NA. Also, what sports? Is this StarCraft? Are we betting on StarCraft?
Basically StarCraft.
Yep. It's like StarCraft, but instead everybody wears tights and stuff.
All right, here's Warren's predictions.
Excellent.
Let's see how they come true.
I'm
pretty done.
Yeah, I got nothing.
Yeah.
We've
That
been
was-
live for almost.
that
Well,
was
we
a lot
gotta
of fun.
we gotta waste 9 more minutes. We could do it on the ending, the disclaimer.
All right.
Leave the disclaimer up for 9 minutes.
9-minute
8
disclaimer.
minutes actually.
Bye, guys. I love you all.
Thanks for tuning in to Funk Shop TV. We
Or
appreciate.
not tuning in. I don't know.
Yep. You're welcome for the fantastic predictions. You'll probably win lots of money if you follow my logic. Just kind of look up the stats in the monster manual before you go. It's important to make sure you know all of the strengths and weaknesses of the characters you're going to be playing this particular month, week, year, the quarter, hole in one.
Yeah, that.
Yeah, that. Those.
Are you twitching so people can follow
What?
you?
Not really. I have.
Twitching.
Yeah, I've played sometimes. I mean, it's Hoya plays games, but I don't really play games. So, yeah, I might stream some
Oh, yeah,
MTG Arena. It'll be yeah. So if you like Magic the fucking Gathering,
Are you still-
fucking nerd, you can come watch me. Maybe, I guess.
There's your headset.
There's my headset. Cool, dude. There I am. I think I've streamed once ever. So, yeah, cool, dude. Cool. Cool. Great.
All right. Good night, everybody.
Appreciate you guys.
Bye. I love you all. Actually, I hate you all, but I
Jeez.
pretend I love you all.
Yeah.
Quit
The
squealing
Jets
in
are
the
the
mic like
best
that,
team in the
asshole.
league.
You just gotta ram into people and explode. It's great.
Thanks for watching. I'm sure if we're not back tonight, I'll be back tomorrow. Wait, no, not tomorrow. I'm working tomorrow.
Oh, fuck.
We'll be back Saturday.
Saturday,
Twitch
all
Prime.
Sunday.
Lots of time on Saturday.
Most likely
Twitch
Sunday.
Prime.
Probably Sunday. Yeah, if you're priming,
Yeah, prime us.
prime
it
us.
up. Prime us up.
Make sure you
Crap out of
sub.
us.
Prime us.
We need the sub. Peace.
Substitutions. Bye. Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Oh, God. We did it.
Best pizza, New York style.
No way, Chicago.